And we're live. And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, garbage truck driver, them just pick up my garbage. Shout out to the AC techs. Shout out to the delivery people, them food delivery people. Shout out to whatever it is your job description is. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to the strippers on poles. Shout out to the chefs in kitchens and secretaries in offices. Shout out to the artists them in a studio or on stages. Shout out to whatever it is you do. Shout out to you. As long as you get up and get out and go get yours by the sweat of your brow. You not robbing, stealing, pillaging, plundering anybody else to get what you want, right? By the sweat of a man's brow, so shall he eat bread. So shout out to you if you're a hardworking person like that. Here we are on this beautiful Monday morning. Today is the 7th of the 7th, 2025, and we are happy to be here. That's July 7th, 2025. Had a long weekend. Almost didn't make it in this morning. I'm tired, extra tired. But I'm here. I'm here because I couldn't miss it, right? The chat is open this morning. That means there will be lots of names in here that are not in green. So it's a subscribers thing this morning. So even though their names are not in green, they are subscribers, even though they are not members, right? So we're going to share the chat this morning. I appreciate that for the names in green people. Let's Bond TV, big up yourself. Let the names in green people, this is usually their chat. But once a week, we open up a day where everybody can get in that are subscribers. Shout out to Jerome, because Jerome was the one that said, instead of doing a free-for-all, why not see if you can set it to subscribers only when you do the free days? And I did. I found it and I set it there. So now it's not a free-for-all, really. So everybody here is still a supporter one way or another. Right, Marilyn Grant, thank you for being here. Christine Williams is in the building with us this morning. Missy Brom is here. Dorothy T is also here this morning. First person in this morning is Great Goodies. Great Goodies, thank you for being here. Audrey is right there. Audrey, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Let's Bond TV again, my brother. Right, that's a Mervyn the Point. Jamaica Kerr is in the building as well. Nisha is with us this morning. Sharon Spence is here. Dainty, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. RR123, thank you for being here. Darren is not in green, but Darren has been with me for a long time. That's one of the names that I recognize right off the bat. Darren, big up yourself. Patricia Thomas, thank you for being here. Senior Sexy is in the building as well. Tamika Wright, thank you for being here this morning. Says, I'm finally early for the first happy Monday. All right. Welcome. Banches, BM, thank you for being here this morning as well. V, you're there. Karen Notice says, morning, Sofa and family, up, blessings to all. Thank you for being here. And if I didn't call your name out, DR, or whoever name is not in green, but did just a call out the green name them, right? Give them extra since they share in the chat this morning. Anyways, I still appreciate everybody being here. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning. Won't be too long, or maybe we will be too long. Won't be too long though, because but we're gonna get right into it, right? On the board this morning, we have, let me see, have you found something to die for yet? Afrobeats has taken a break and dancehall is back at the lead. Yeah, so Afrobeat, I'm noticing that Afrobeats has taken a break. I don't know if Afrobeats ran its course, or, people are funny. No matter how good your product is, people get tired of it. It's like feeding somebody steak 7 days a week. They might love steak. Steak might be their favorite thing to eat. But if you give them steak 7 days a week, after a while, they're going to ask you for some chicken. They're going to ask you for something else. Can we get something else now? And I think Afrobeats has done that. I think Afrobeats has run its course. Not that it's gone, but it's not back. I think dancehall has taken back front stage again. Not that the two should be arguing with each other, fighting for space, because they exist in Similar space, but two different space at the same time. I don't know no other way to say that. But I think I've noticed that dancehall is back at the lead space. Remember, I know before Afrobeats was dancehall, right? Dancehall. This is where we said we wanted dancehall to be. And I remember when Vybz Kartel was locked up before he even came out. When I said I can't wait for the day when dancehall get back to where it should be, because I'm from the '90s era, right? And dancehall in the '90s era, if you just had to have been there to see it. You know, every tune was on fire. Back then we had juggling, rhythms. You had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 artists on one rhythm, and the one rhythm would run in a dance. And you could have hold the same dance for like 30 minutes straight, and it wouldn't make a difference. Um, there was more unity. The music was more powerful. We had more international acts wanting to work with ours. So it looked like we've gone back to that again. It looked like we've gone back there so again. I don't know. This weekend was fire for dancehall in every way. And I wanted to start out this morning by saying something, because I said it last night on Instagram, but this is not Instagram. This is YouTube. So on this platform, I'll say it. Where I'm going with this, walk with me. So I see Cargo and Sizzla united in peace and love and Sheldon a show together over the weekend. If you know, Cargo and Sizzla went at it before, and Cargo even said that why you think him did leave Jamaica and take for himself, because when certain people war, some people are joking war, some people for them war serious, right? So and him get to realize that the war with Sizzla that he had going on was something that was serious to the point where he could have lost his life. So I'm left Jamaica. So it was good to see them united. It's like a beer, love and unity and God and all these things are going. I really want to see some clashing up, but it don't look like nobody in a clash mood right now, which, you know, I'll hold off for a minute, but I'm still going to want to see some clashing. So Sizzla and Cargo unite. Good thing that looks good. Bounty Killer sell out the Barclays. Um, wow, what can I say? I wasn't there, but I could imagine those who were there. The videos and the pictures that I've seen, especially the videos, I've had the privilege to see like extensive video footage of Bounty Killer's show at the Barclays, and wow, wow, that's all I can say is wow. You know, I'm tired after the Bounty show. King Biggs, you go. You see, King Biggs them went. And not only King Biggs go, quite a few people here went. Some people were feeding me footage from inside. Bounty show was a great lineup. Yeah, the thing about the Bounty show, when I first heard, me not be no hypocrite. When I first heard Bounty was gonna do the Barclays, I thought to myself, I said, is he gonna bring Kartel back with him? Cause you know, father, son, musically speaking. But then I noticed that Kartel was booked for other events on the day off. Kartel, they are Germany on the day off. I said, damn, who's Bounty gonna get? Like, I think Bounty can do good, but is he gonna be able to sell out the Barclays? After missing the lineup, where there was Mavado, Idonia, Massacre, Bounty Killer himself, of course, and then there was Elephant Man and Charlie Blacks, and you know, it had a stellar lineup for it. I was like, damn, this is one that you supposed to go to. That I want to show where you're flying for. You know, I had too much going on. I couldn't do it. But this is one that you would fly in for. I don't think we're gonna see a lot. Well, I hope we see a lineup like this again. The people are actually asking for it. You know, we're in July now, and they're asking for, I don't know, the whole Labor Day or something not too far away. So the people that ask for that, please plan a Labor Day, New York, something. That's gonna be something huge if they do. We will see it. Let's on TV. Yeah, I think dancehall has shifted. I think dancehall has shifted. I think all the I'm not saying it's perfect now. It's happening though. I think all the turmoil and the beef and the separation and I think all that is slowly simmering, going away, and turning into unity. And maybe we can get back to where we were. One of the biggest things that drove dancehall through the 90s is that thing that's called juggling. Over the years, I hear the DJ them complain, I hear the producers complain, yo, me build a rhythm, you know. And me call certain artists to get on the rhythm, and the man them a tell me say, if this man dey on it, me now go on a rhythm there. Me book a show, you know, me build a show, you know, me have a show ready for do. Artists a tell me say, if this artist a perform on the show, me now perform on the show there. So there's a lot of that was going on. Or me voice somebody on the rhythm, and then somebody else who is more prominent I tell me say, take off that person there off of the rhythm, or take me off of the rhythm then, but me no want them on the same rhythm with that somebody there. Them kind of things that was going on behind the scenes. I think we're gonna see that slowly fade away. You know what I mean? For the love of the culture, I hope we do. I hope we do. I'm still waiting to see though an all-female lineup. And anybody who put this, on a member said me say it first here. I know the first time me I say it, no. Anybody who put this together is going to be rich, is going to have something that will last. Because look, we have all these different shows, right? Alkaline have his new rules. Cartel now have his Freedom Street. Popcorn have theme Unruly Fest, which has now gone over across the world. Don't know where he's gonna do the next one. The last one was in London, and it was crazy. You know, everybody have them own thing. Aguan, I think somebody need to put an all-female lineup together. I want to see a show. Cause the woman them, you would think if you follow dancehall that there are no female artists in dancehall, only Shensia and Spice. You know? And then if you look a little deeper, you might see D'Angel, because D'Angel does a good job of keeping herself on front page. You would see D'Angel and Pampute. Nobody else. Like, and there are a lot of females who do dancehall music. I think we should have a reggae dancehall lineup, combine reggae with dancehall lineup of all women. Some woman empowerment movement, something, a whole night. Cause like say, woman can't sing or woman can DJ, and they can. They're just not, you know, I don't know. I was watching some dancers dance the other day. You know, me a show wife say, look how the man them like wind up themselves and gone to the front. And there was two female dancers with this group. I don't want to call no name because I don't want people say me I try box food out of their mouth. But it's a group of dancers that was dancing. They're pretty popular. There were two females dancing as well. And the man them like pushed gone into the front, you know, and it was crazy to see like how the two females got blocked out and have to dancing at the back. Again, I come from the 90s. The woman them go up in at the front. Video light style. Walk out and take video light. The man them kind of play the back, but it has changed. So this whole heap of testosterone driven reggae dancehall music, something. I mean, I like to see an all female lineup show, and I think it would be spectacular. Bring back the oldies. Not that they're old, cause women like Lady G. Not call me name, not spread the rumor, show me enough respect. Not show me living at the ghetto, show me enough respect. You know, go back for them woman there, go back for the Marcia Griffiths, them, go back for the all of them, and then line them up, come all the way up with the, you know, like how a DJ would have do like early juggling, and then the old tunes are older tunes and come up right up to the now tune. Imagine a show like that with all women. So back to what I said now, the Bounty Killer and Sizzler. The Cargo and Sizzler unity thing is a big deal, bigger than what people might think. Kind of beef that didn't really serious. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, fam.
Morning, family. What going?
Me said the whole weekend was exciting.
Yeah.
It's like reggae take over the whole world for the weekend.
You see it too, right?
Me say from New York to Germany.
To Germany, to Italy, France, Spain, them all over. Yeah.
Beanie Man. You have Beanie Man, you have Bounty Killer. You have
and what Bounty did with his
Vybz
show.
Kartel.
Yeah, what Bounty did with his show. Because it wasn't just Bounty
show twice.
Yeah, because it wasn't just Bounty, all them other names that were run out on that show, the top form
and at
too.
the end, it surprised me when the Energy God come out.
Yeah, Ellie.
Me surprised to see Ellie. But me enjoy the show. Me watch it 2 times.
Boy, listen, the people that must say, I didn't want to say this, but me I gonna say it because I'm just somebody on the side looking in. The people that are saying that Bounty Killer's performance was way better than Vybz Kartel performance, and Vybz Kartel performance was good. Bounty Killer performance was spectacular. So the people that are saying, no.
Me I gonna say this.
Yeah.
Me I gonna go back to Vybz Kartel first performance and compare it to Bounty first performance after what, 15 years? And I would have to say that Bounty show was better than Vybz show.
That's what I'm seeing a lot of people saying. The first one.
The first one.
Okay.
Because every time it seemed like Vybz get better and better.
Yes. Yeah. Him in a top form, no. But he wasn't then.
Mr. SouFLo.
He was coming along.
It seemed like reggae and dancehall was locked up in prison for 13 years.
Yes, this is the Vybz Kartel effect, my friend.
Because as soon as him come out to notice, say, them release everybody and give them papers, and now everybody a travel and a tour and a take over the world.
And not only that, there's a whole lot of God and unity going on.
Yes.
Yes, God is the greatest. Everybody there on some God is the greatest. We don't have no time for beef and foolishness. Let's unite and go get this money.
Well, Alkaline want to keep up some beef. We don't know what going with him.
Yeah, me did say, I think the youth name Amari on Alkaline show that tell Valiant about figure sucking mother.
You know, said him have one show and then play a part of Vybz song, one of Vybz song, and they tell him to cut it, turn it off.
So, wait, now what them do? Say it again.
Alkaline show. Was it a new road show? Them did play one of Vybz songs. If you watch it, and then get mad and say turn that off. Stop playing that or something them say.
That's funny because I was at Freedom Street in Jamaica and Alkaline music was playing in the stadium. I was surprised.
That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like when Kartel really looked like him for 13 years in a prison. We do that to you, you know. Like Bounty did that, but Kartel really forward up on something different. Because if a one time gone, all the DJ will make a mistake and go play all the wrong person something for theme something. It would have been some war or going back of that.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I heard Alkaline music playing in the stadium.
The war thing again.
Him not in it. Not right now. Not right now. Got too much going on.
Can't give the man in credit. The fact say
I him bring the wave. He brought the wave.
Come out, like everything released.
He brought the wave. Yeah. Remember when him did say Dancehall is in prison and everybody was like, oh please shut him out and go do your time. Dancehall now in a prison can't not stop you so with one somebody. And I think what
it has been evident.
Yes.
It has been evident. What a year now since him out?
Yes. Finally reached 1 year.
Was it this month, July or?
Yes.
So this month is his 1 year anniversary out from prison.
Yeah. Finally reached 1 year.
Wow. And look how much the man accomplished from the time he walked out of the prison door.
It's amazing to look at.
From the minute he walked out of the door till now.
It's amazing to look at, you know. In a 1 year, you know, if you go back and look from the minute he walk out, like you said, till now, if you map it, there are artists who haven't done that in the 13 years that he was gone.
They haven't done that in their whole musical career.
In their whole musical career, even. Yeah. In a 1 year, you know. 1 year. We keep forgetting like it's only been a year.
Don't get me wrong. Me love Beenie Man. Me love Beenie Man song them. But it's time to turn over the crown to Vybz Kartel.
Yeah, whether Beanie turn it over or not, it'll get drug off my head. But
he is no.
But he can let it go.
He should get the title now.
Yeah, hands down. No disputing that. No disputing that. And if somebody in them feeling, all right, my friend, big up. All right, that's Murray's message 411 TV. She's right there in our chat. Murray, every time you say Murray, Murray don't know why. Murray tell me that story there last week. You know, cause every time Mr. Murray's message 411 TV, my fellow content creator sister, she's right here in the chat. I can't help but know I'm bust out a laugh with that story that she told us. But she's in the chat right here. If you see her name in there, hit the name and go subscribe to her channel. Keep the love in the family. Right, she have our thing going over there so as well, and we support that as well as how she support us, right? Yeah, yeah, man. Vybz Kartel. Listen, I said this before. Kartel is a workaholic, first of all, right? And it's hard to beat a workaholic. It's hard to beat a perfectionist workaholic. One thing for me, somebody where like that what you're doing and do it because you like it and do it every now and then. I think he is on a different wavelength. Like he make up his mind, say he has to be the best. And what I like about him is that he's not on cruise control. You know, some people that on cruise control, so them stuck in a one style and them just, yeah, I'll do it when we feel like it and when we get to it. And no, he's always pushing the envelope. Like by the time you look around, so a project drop. By the time you look around, the next project drop. I can't even keep up with him. I'm over here with pen and paper talking about I got pen and paper that song here. By the time I got pen and paper that song here, a next song drop already. And then people are like, man, you're late, man, because you see a 3 project him drop already. How y'all come with that the one they know? It takes a hell of a lot. I wonder sometimes if the brother they sleep. I'm wondering if he sleep or if he has a double or, but you know, the saying goes, we all get the same 24 hours. It's what you do with it. So when you see a man outwork you in a 24-hour period, every 24-hour period, that's Mamba mentality. Learned that from Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant said, if practice is 4 hours a day, he make sure say him practice an extra 4 hours. So he might get 8 hours a day. I know if he compound those. So Monday with the 4 hours practice, you go home, right? I went to another gym and did 4 more on top of that. Tuesday, you did 4 hours and you went home. I went to another gym and did 4 hours more. So each day I'm doing 8 and you're doing 4. You know how far ahead, compounded, like in a month's time, my skills will be over yours. Now compound that times years. And that's what you have to do to be the greatest. I said, damn, what a mathematics, but it actually work. Beanie man, there is no arguing about this. Beanie hasn't moved the needle in that, and I hate to say it like this, but Beanie Man has not moved the needle in dancehall in a long time. Does Beanie have good songs? Yes. Does Beanie Man perform good live? Hell yes. He is one of the best, if not up there. He's definitely up there when it comes to live performance with the best top 3 in a dancehall. I mean, I know who the other 2 is when we put up there. They're going to say 3 for now, but it might very well be the best one, right? Beanie Man. I'll give him all the accolades for that. But when has Beanie moved the needle in dancehall, like influence a whole generation and a new generation? When has he said something that everybody ran with? When has he dressed a certain fashion that everybody start follow? I don't know if y'all notice it, but tight pants gone. Me pay attention to everything, you know. Tight pants gone. Thank God tight pants gone. Man, now wear tight pants again. So if, and you know what's funny? I remember when, way back when, who did sing, bad man not dressed like girl. We no born nose and we no wear something and we no wear drop curl. Some freaky boy must stop dressed like girl. That was all right. And then Father Capleton, yo, that is another person that we should talk about a lot. Okay, Capleton has been that guy from day one. From Bomber Red, the lyric that come out I made. Bomber Red, from Capital and that guy till now. And still is. Energy. You ever taken a Capital show yet? Crowd. Constantly touring. I don't think Capital ever have no visa hiccup or nothing. The Rasta does go through. See? The Rasta, our Toddler did sing it. Yeah, but I'll big up to Father Capitan for that too, but him did sing something about after me left from Jamaica go a foreign pan tour, preaching, teaching the people for sure, and Saturday when him man upon me door. What him say happen when him come back to Jamaica? Come back to Jamaica, everything insecure. Rich I get rich and the poor I get poor. Come back, come here, step on head skull more. You right? Him start talk about how the woman them start look like man and the man them start look like woman, right? And him not recognize the place and these things. That was a real thing. The place had started to change to where tight pants these start wear per man. I know just now, tight pants did start wear per man. Them take them time and sneak it in, you know, because for the longest we wouldn't accept tight pants. And then boom, one day we wake up and it was high fashion and every man in a tight pants. To the point where if you put on some baggy pants, the woman them used to tell us, say, oh, that's so dated. You look like, you know what, it show your age. You look like you're in the 80s and the 90s. You know, tight pants are do it. Remember, me tell Uno woman say is what Uno accept is what goes. Yes. If you tell the man them say them look nice in a frock, every man around here start wear frock to rotted. Well, they're gonna make it look like the Muslim clothing and the burqa and stuff, but then we still gonna put it on because that the woman them say I carry the swing. So we ended up in tight pants, and we were tight pants in it for a long time. And the same woman them now who love off the tight pants, them start cuss we say we in a tight pants. Look on him pants, look like no man and girl pants that look like him wife pants. So him and him wife a jump and wiggle for going at them jeans. The same woman them will tell you so them like it, and after them look on it for a while, them start get disgusted by it. Remember pants off your ass, sagging pants. A woman accept them something there. A man start do them something there. Yeah, saggy pants. Me tell you one day, I'm going to a phone store and see the brother with the white boxers on with the saggy pants, have him woman, one baby in a stroller and small picnic. She have multiple kids for this dude to look like. And the first thing we noticed when we open the door and walk in, you know, like a phone store, them narrow. So you see like straight ahead. This brother stand up at the counter and the big shit stain upon him white boxers and his pants was hanging so low. And the first thing I did was I looked at her. And I was like, what kind of a mentality a woman must have to actually walk road with a man like this, will carry himself so. And not even say your boxers clean, bro. The big dude staying in your boxers. Me see it from me open the door and me now watch, man. It was there for everybody to see, you know? So tight pants gone. If you look at the fashion, you know say tight pants gone. Watch Idonia them. Watch the artists them will come out. Mavado, Kartel, all of them. But back to Kartel. From Kartel forward, after him 13 years, I be a baggy clothes him go back to. You not see that? Be a baggy clothes him go back to. People not even beat Clarks no more like that. Me have 2 pair of Clarks around here. Well, want beat them. People don't even beat Clarks. Of course, I'm gonna wear my Clarks. I'm gonna follow man, right? But the person who moves the needle is what I'm talking about. Whether it's slang or fashion or it's Vybz Kartel. It's Vybz Kartel, right? So yeah, from Mr. Kartel reach forward and a beer baggy clothes I do it. I say everybody start run baggy clothes. From them say God is the greatest. Everybody that pass some God something. Were they making God songs before? Yes, they were. Yes, they were. But them never talk God is the greatest before, and you know, God in everything, and he's a God-fearing youth, you know, and all these things. We didn't know that. I thought you were a killer all along, you know. Barry leg. Even walk close to me because we don't know you. Audrey says, give me about 50 feet. Tribe Naturals LLC. Super reasonable doubt. Good morning, SouFLo and family. Farhan, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Depends on where your life state or where you life state or country. When that's a DJ sexy for life, me not understand that. There was a lot of arrogance before. There was a lot of arrogance before, a lot of screw face, a lot of I heard Bounty say something, man. Bounty said, God will humble you, man. Life will humble you. And that happened to him. And that happened to Cartel too. Yeah, right? And life will humble you. You know? I remember Bounty Killer said he had to downsize. This is some time ago. He said he had to downsize. Because people didn't make fun of Killer, you know. He used to have big house, him not have no big house no more, and drop off and all these things. You know how they like to say, you drop off, you're nothing on go on for you. Your one old style and can't even fly out and blah, blah, blah. Where them are going to say no? Where them are going to say no? It's all about timing, man, and divine order. What them are going to say no? I can imagine people used to tell Bounty's son, Major, them used to tell Bounty's son, say, your daddy stuck from when we don't see him apart, him can't fly, this, that, and the other. He ain't making no impact. And the kid is like, Bounty, I'm a daddy, Bounty who? Oh, Bounty Killer, that did the song way back in the day with No Doubt. Yeah, okay, he has been, right? That youth that must be so rotted proud right now. Cartel's son too, the one who live in Brooklyn too. Him too. Coffee, I say, yo, Vybz Kartel is my dad, and everybody is like, yo, you look like a light-skinned version of Vybz Kartel for real, right? But your daddy, they are prison him at the life. He has been. And if you notice, Kartel have his son now with him, right? The red one, you have his son with him. Most people say that's the son that look the most like him. I don't know. They all look like him in some way. But that youth there, right with him father now. Him can't show off now. Him can't show off now. My daddy run the place, Come on, all I will know this. You remember when you used to go to school and I used to say, my daddy is bigger than your dad. My daddy will thump your daddy in my mouth, That's why I feel sorry for people who don't have no daddy, because at school age, young school age, that's one of the things we used to use and cuss or argue with. My daddy is bigger than your daddy. My daddy is stronger than your daddy, Don't make my daddy come up here, My daddy will thump your daddy in my mouth. My daddy will fight you. Them kind of something that them can definitely show off now. Bounty Killers, pick them can show off now, especially his son that's in music. Yo, my dad just locked down the Barclays. Sell it out. Pocket. It did pack in there. When I see the camera wave go up, so they packed that thing to the ceiling. King Big Sam did that. I could feel the energy in there and I wasn't there. Them pack it to the ceiling. You know what I mean? Dancehall is in a space right now. Cargo and Sizzler unite. Bounty Killer sell out Barclays. I talk about how everyone is saying it was better than his performance was better than Vybz Kartel's performance. And I could see that being so, because Killer was free all along and Bounty always a perform. So it's like, when you get your practice in regular versus when you have to warm up and then get back to it again, that would do that comparison. But Kartel is on fire right now. Vybz Kartel, Germany, Sumfest, Alkaline, Trelawney, Jamaica. Everybody is firing on all cylinders. The message I wanted to bring out this morning, though, concerning dancehall. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, my brother.
Morning, bro. What going?
Manners and respect.
Manners and respect, my brother.
I want to tell us, everybody could have brought up that daddy something there,
Yeah, no, that me I tell him, man.
My father, no. Hold on. My father was alive. My father was around. But remember, you're talking to a man whose dad get him at 58 years old. So imagine a 10-year-old. I have them argument there.
Oh, you say your daddy the up in that age already. That young ninjas would have beat him right. Your daddy, your old man.
That's something that Yeah. Come meet you. My daddy could really do that.
Your daddy, your granddaddy, he too old. I'll pick the meaning up.
Anyway.
Yo.
I think we love looking at dancehall this weekend.
Yes.
We love to look for dancehall.
You say Alka performance.
Yeah, man. Alka performance. Alka go on good. In really grow in performance.
Yes.
You know, only for stage presence and
yeah.
You know, in deal with the stage or stage supposed to deal with.
True.
So we can't bash him on that. But my sister only create over there. One book on the show. Look like they're ready to go follow on that tail now. The reason why we said that I be expand them performance.
Right.
One man tell two man to suck them man and one man will want tell him the man who already place got suck. But somebody don't know if God touch him or what.
But somebody touch him and tell him don't do it.
Don't say. Your career already in a shambles, don't say. Talk like people them like hear things.
See it.
But don't say that.
See it.
But all in all, great look for dancehall. Love the Bunty show. They realize a whole heap of artists come out and support Bunty.
Yes.
God, to see that.
Yeah.
That shows that Bunty are the real man.
Fact.
Much of them that come up there and say what this man have put me on. And this man have me there so right now.
Yeah.
Them thing them love so them thing there.
Yeah. Bunty in general, we all know that still, but
one general.
Yeah, true.
No other.
True.
You see, anyway, I go back in our chat. That me not call for
all right, bro.
Yeah, right. Manners. Yeah.
Your daddy is senior citizen. He can't fight nobody. He can't fight nobody. My daddy punched your daddy. He going to the hospital. Yo, I'm gonna give you a joke real quick, right? So, anybody who know me from Upper Wishport, me live here in Florida, right? Because there are people here who tune into the show who we are running to each other around town now. See, as the platform grow, so the privacy gone. Them know say my picnic them I grow up suburban style. Okay, my kids are going to the kind of schools that you see in them movie that and them Netflix movie that, or you see them nice fancy school that we have everything in it and they sitting there and all of the picnic them drive car come to school and they sitting there. For the picnic them I grew up kind of different from how I grew up and where I grew up. Like in Miami, that's so not Miami middle, elementary, junior high, senior high kind of thing. Anyhow. I carry my son. My son was playing football this time. Them have to go play a team down in Miami. So we're driving. We travel 2 hours or hour and a half, 2 hours each way to get to the football game, right? But we do this for the children. Watch this, right? So hear me now. Me I tell wife to say, yo. One thing about them kids in Miami that play football, especially if they come from like the ghetto or the projects or wherever, they see football as their way out, right? And the kids them grow different. What you mean they grow different? I say you'll see. So we get to the football field, right? The picnic them come out everybody look. We found out that this was Rick Ross' team. Rick Ross actually has, Snoop Dogg has a football league. Rick Ross has one in Miami as well. So he will actually put these little youth up on them act like them a superstar already, because them go on private jet, go fly, go other parts of the country, go play other people in a football. So them have all middle of the game, them gonna change clothes into different outfit. Them cheerleader them have on all this fancy stuff. You should really see this, right? My kids come out now. If me hear when I pick them say, oh, we playing all these white kids, we gonna beat their ass. We playing all these white kids. So me I look around, I say, but we got some black kids over here. Yeah, me hear somebody say, they all white, all of them white. I said, damn. Here the coach to one I little boy now. In my past hour section, the coach said, JJ, you scared? He said, fuck no. I said, you see all our parents, because over where we're at, our kids don't talk like that. You know what I mean? Everything is manners and yes, sir. They call their coach sir and ma'am. Yes, sir. The team moms, yes, ma'am. And nobody talks like that in front of their kids. For them picking up pass, the coach said, JJ, you scared? He say, fuck no. I'm going to hit him so hard, I'm going to make his mama say, oh, Lord, that's my baby. Yo, Mr. Me laugh so hard. The little boy said, I'm going to hit him so hard, I'm going to make his mama say, oh, Lord, that's my baby. I said, so I look for my son. We look for my son. I said, try not to get hit too hard. Try not to get hit too hard, okay? Try to avoid that kid. You know, so I picked it and lick my son though in that game. I ross him hard, you know, like him, really lick him like him, say I'm gonna lick him back. And I was on the sideline saying in my mind, I said the exact thing the liquor boy did. I say, am I gonna make whoever parents said for any picnic where I'm like, oh Lord, that's my baby. I'm on the sideline saying, Jesus Christ. Mr. Me picnic, like him want to cry. Me after I said, Coach, you can't cry in the middle of the friggin' game. You can't make the people up know say you hurting. Like, come on, man, suck it up, man. I'm gonna hit his ass so hard, I'm gonna make his mama say, oh Lord, that's my baby. JJ, you scared? Fuck no. I said, this is gonna be a rough game. And it was a rough game. It was a rough friggin' game. They beat the hell out of we drove that far. And I mean, I don't even think, did we get a touchdown? I think they probably gave us one touchdown. It was so bad after halftime of the game, them stopped keep score. That's how bad it was. The coaches got together and they were like, listen, just let's not keep any more score. You know, we don't want to damage the children's their confidence levels and stuff. Let's just play ball. Cause by halftime coming up, it was like 60 something to like nothing. We're not even on the scoreboard yet, and they running it up. They just scoring at will. They just running through our kids at will, scoring at will, scoring at will. It was shameful. It was shameful. But man, listen, when you come from nothing and you see that as your way out, there's a different level of hunger. And that's what I keep telling my kids. I'm like, y'all don't understand the work you're going to have to do to get to where you think you going with this. You chose this. I didn't choose this for you. I would choose many other things except for this for you. You know what I mean? But you're going to run into people who see this as their bread and butter and their only way out. Like when they hit you on that field, it's going to be, my mama need a heart transplant. Bah! Kind of hit, right? My grandma's house about to get taken. Bah! Kind of hit. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yo, SouFLo.
Yeah,
one love.
Manners and respect,
you always. SouFLo.
Yeah,
you're a motivator for other real guys out there and other people who want to take care of their child, who want to be a part of their child. I love your program so much. Yeah, I
appreciate
you're
that.
You're a real bad man. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Manners and respect. Love. One love. Yeah.
One love. One love.
One love, bro.
I appreciate that greatly. Big up yourself. I'm going to hit his ass so hard, I'm going to make his mama say, ooh, Lord, that's my baby. I mean, the over there, I said, this little boy, them little boys, they rough. They rough. Oh, they were from out of Dade County. Yeah, they were from out of Dade County. Like, you know, just a different breed, man. A different breed of picnic. It's the kind of kids that when you see them coming and you know your kids got to play them, you start praying for your kids kind of thing. Yeah, it was that. And type of them opinions here, so nobody should be taking nothing personal. Smiles are healthy. DJ Sexy, how we know them feelings now? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
My good family, how you doing?
The day I take it.
See it.
I see Charlotte Brown having a temper tantrum because I told her I don't want to wear full suit of pink. And she's having a temper tantrum in the chat.
Oh, and that's why DJ Sexy for Life, I said everyone entitled to type them opinion here, so nobody should be taking nothing personal. Smiles are healthy. Come and miss that.
Oh, no. I told her that, Sherman, find a while and give your face already.
Oh, yeah, Darren Brandon, 305. They're from Liberty City. They from Liberty City. Yeah, we're not studying no negative energy around here, man. June said, SouFlo, nobody get swell-headed now. No, sir, we just do this, part of our life, this. I have to do it. I don't want my kids them come beat me up when we get older. I only when I get some liquor and I get older. Yeah, that's one of my biggest fears, is that my kids will grow up and then be like, you was never there for us, old nigga, and kick when me walking stick on, throw cold water upon me in the middle of the night and them kind of something that left me in my diaper full of doodoo sitting. I'm gonna let you sit there like how you used to let us sit there and do nothing all day. So we get up and carry them, go to park or help take care of them, and I said do what them want to do, so them have these memories, which is what you're supposed to do.
I tell my farmer all the time that she's not going to any home. She's gonna stay with me. I'm gonna talk to her and say all of them little charges that. You tell your mother that?
You tell your mother that?
Yeah, but she said me need to let go.
Yes, I should not go to no home. I ain't putting you in no home. You staying with me. I'm not gonna torture you for all the beatings what you used to give me.
Yeah, but even last week, Mr. Mommy, the dishes water, you put it far away, put it up. Whoop, whoop.
Boy. But they have to take care of her, though, man.
But my mom used to beat for so much. That's me tell her, I said, you have to go get back some of them listeners. We were traumatized in the house.
But you're not do it, though.
No, me not go. So, me tell woman, here walk past, you have to hold up the elbow and the catch. When you see a catch, you'll get licked because you catch. You couldn't escape it.
She did love beat.
Yeah, man. Beat. When family come there, everybody has to take care of herself because she'll beat you. Yeah. You could have been a straight up the first time. Yeah, get beat.
Yeah, that's my grandmother, Miss Ruby. Miss Ruby used to love beat too. Yeah, she whole heap of beat. Now you get the beat now with the whole heap of talking.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I'll if she accuse you of something and you say, Mommy, I've never met in to start beating her. One thing that yesterday, nothing live out her yard. Whoop, whoop. And she beat you and talk,
Yes.
You think like fear in this yard.
Me never tell you, say, you're nothing. Put on your hand. You're nothing. I want them to beat you and them pause. Them pause, because you put up your hand. You think the sentence done, them catch on, right push part, them left arm. Not put on your hand. Not to put down your hand. Not to go over. What? Yeah, man, we get them kind of beating that too.
And the worst part of them used to send me to go have a stick and willow tree come. It's like you get to your own demise, like you're going for your own weapons, you.
Yeah. Boy, we're not do them nothing bad still.
But you know you used to get so a man in your pocket out so you get lit and you try tie. And when you open your mouth, no sound and come out and the way your pocket out, me say you have to pull over me then.
I know that. I one time them beat you not beat you and talk to you, but when them beat you, boy, I don't know. Me get so much beating, me confused now. Me I talk about beating you, man. I don't know where to start. Me just used to get regular beating. Me I used to get beat a lot. I got comedy mischievous bad. I was super curious. So me used to do some of everything. And me used to get my ass beat feet like all the time. And it never stopped me from being curious. I still trying to do things. I don't know. I had a good childhood though. I wouldn't beat my kids them like that though. If I beat my kids them like that, I got to prison. I had a good childhood. yeah, Gerald. Where they are foreign. Well, a good childhood. I had a good childhood, a good time growing up. Yeah. Okay. Me not put my mother in a nursing home though. That's one of her fears. But me not do that. But me not know because I'm not aging out here either. I just talked to wife about that yesterday. Me not plan to age out, yes sir. In this place here. Any of you that work in the medical industry, like nursing, doctor, anything, you have a first-hand insight, CNA, anything. This is a place you know for aging out. You don't age out with no dignity here unless you're rich and go to one of them rich facility there. And I've had the pleasure of working in the rich facilities and the pleasure of working in the not rich facilities where regular people go. And it's two completely different things. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen that lady. It's so jovial, you know, very full of energy. And she was like 82 years old. And tell me, say, yo, she don't want to go to no home because everybody there is old and they just talk about last day of life. And they just, the pastor just hear all these sad stories.
Right.
And she said, no, she don't want to be a part of it. Still young and she's fresh and all these things.
Right, right. Not only that, the way how they feed them, like these people don't get no fiber in their diet. Everybody bung up. Remember, everybody, literally, everybody bung up. I'm at a facility one time, right? And I say, where is the fiber in these people diet? Them and everybody can do nurse affair digitally remove, like put the way on my like battle wall type, you do with 3 finger and I mean battle wall to rot it, just
No.
pull out the doodle. No, brother, me I tell you reality. Me I tell you reality is a why, but if you stay here long, this might be your reality too. So in other words, I'm using this moment to warn everybody to put your ducks in a row, because this is what awaits you if you age out here and end up in one of these facilities. Nobody don't want to end up in there. Your picnic them might just go park you in there for true. You understand? So yeah, it's a white thing, but at that, I saw it go. All when laxative don't work. Laxative don't work. Remember them I give this one lady laxative. The laxative just hurt her belly. It wasn't working. And I actually was making fun of the nurse because I was like, there you go again. You gotta go in. And she was like, oh, stop. You know, but she going to go do her thing and relieve the woman. Me say, if you see we come out of this woman to blouse and skirt, because I'm right there. I'm right there with it. I want to see everything. I want to know everything. Me not did it when she had do it, that. But after, I get to see what come out of all these things, you know. Me no want age out here, bro.
So you know what? If I live 50 or 100, that was always the goal.
Me prefer only if me can help myself. Only I will bow out respectfully at an age where, you know, so me no why Philly bow? Hey Jero, come on my phone, man. But I bow out respectfully at an age where, you know, me still have my faculties, and once we start to decline too much, like give me 2-3 years after my body dead, the rest of me can go to. That's how I see it. Cause you know after that gone, you know, that is it. You know, your foot them get tender, you walk like you walk on needle for real. Cause everything hurt, your ankle them crack, your knee can't hardly bend straight. You just downhill from there, so yeah.
But what if every month you're getting back to the friend? You know, your machine, and then you make right 1 month, and you know, I enjoy that little 1 month of trend.
No, sir, because the next 30 days or 29 days is just pain and agony. you start to get so the little one day might show up where it work. You know, stuck with that sitting there for your front when don't do nothing and can't do nothing. It's time to go. It's time to go. After that. We don't want there too long, bro. I want to be here long as I'm able to help. But I don't want people to change my diaper, roll me over, wipe my body, make fun of me. I'm stinking, Jesus Christ. All that shit up himself. Sure. Oh, I gotta go change him again. And oh God, that must like take away all of your dignity.
But you think, so let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think some of these people, as they get older, people die too? Because I work in some of those homes before.
See it.
And they talk things about the elder people, and they hear But me not see like their egos are bruised.
No man, their ego bruised, man. That's the stage in life where you might as well just try your best to get used to it. Anybody ego would be bruised if you can't wipe your body no more. You know say your body stink. You know your shit stink. You don't want nobody else round there so after you done do it. And then now somebody have to come gloves up and mask up and change you and wipe your thinking shitty body. Your whole, how should I say it? It will make you feel low about yourself. It's gonna make you feel a way about yourself. Your dignity is compromised, my friend. That's why it takes special people to work in that field, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, them only do it because whatever the reason is, and them make people feel bad about it. I think I told you all the story before, where I'm a part of a therapy team, right? So if I'm passing anything happen to a patient, I call for help. And I'm the type of therapist to actually stay there and help, like the CNA, if they need my help. You know what I'm saying? Them can't move somebody or something like that, positioning, etc. Especially if they're on my list for treatment. No, when we reach at this particular facility, me and all, because it was all black girls, all black women for the CNA staff. And me and them hit it off right away, and they're like, "Oh, he's so tall and he's so handsome," and you know them are going like they want me. But through me and my woman, me can't go like me want them. And plus, I have to keep it professional. So me I keep it professional and everything. But them like me, which is cool. They like me up until the point where I had to be an advocate for one of the patients. Because me I come down the hallway one day and me hear one of the girl them I sing to the old man inside them room, and she was like, "Doodle man, doodle man." Like she was like, "Karen, he shitted himself again." But she has said loud so the man can hear, and the man is right there. You know, she was like, "He shitted himself again." And the other girl was like, "Ew, he stink as hell. I ain't changing him. You do that one. I'll take the next one over." And them I argue. Who I gonna change him? Me change him already. Why you always shitting on yourself? You can't hold it. And I'm like, oh my God. So I called the two of them and I said, "Listen, by right, me hearing this, I'm supposed to report you, right? But I'm not gonna report you. I'm just gonna do some caregiver education. So I'm gonna educate them a little bit on the condition that that particular patient has, why he is unable to hold his bowels and all this. After me do that, they girl them here, one of them. Yeah, you look like he looked like the type that he probably married to a white woman. He that type. So the sister them turned against me immediately. Next day I'm going to that facility. Nobody no chat to me. For the rest of the time I was there, I'm on contract. For the rest of the time I was there, none of them talked to me. I used to go to the front desk, nurses station. "Hey, have you seen Miss So-and-so? Could y'all get her ready for me? So, you know, I have her therapy session in an hour." Or blah blah blah. And then when I tell me from morning, your what's her name is going out today, like she'll go to some other facility for whatever medical something something. She won't be here, so you might want to hurry up and get her so you could get your time in before she leaves, because she might be coming back late. But them used to work with me. When me go in now, after me tell them that, nobody not chat to me. I say, "Hey, have you seen so and so? Go look for yourself." And I let them tell me, "Go look for yourself." I don't know. One man, yeah, me learn my lesson, but here
I remember I said you must see time here.
I was an advocate for the patient though, bro. Cause me can't imagine being in that position and make shit up myself. And the thing about the man is, every time you know he used to try go to the bathroom because him so hurt that they say that they would always catch him right at the bathroom door or on his way to the bathroom. But he moves so slow on his way to the bathroom and do that all over the floor now, because he might try and make it to the toilet so him not burden them or have them make fun of him, kind of thing. So back to where I asked about it, you don't know if it, man, it's demeaning. It's demeaning. And that's something we're not we have to go look forward to. You don't think about it now. That's why I warn all the way and I said, put your ducks in a row so you don't end up in that. You don't know what ailments are going to take you later on in life. This guy was supposed to be a person who was not supposed. He's a fall risk, so him have an alarm on him bed. So every time him move, forget off of the bed, the alarm go off, and him still would have tried make it to the bathroom before ask them girl them hit him light and ask the girl them. Cause them all make fun of him. Do the man. Damn, he shitted himself again, Teresa. He stink as hell. Oh, I'm tired of changing you. Why you always shitting yourself? I said, I'm gonna talk to the man, bro.
I see that because my love side to people think all the while. I even see on social media when people post and the lady that talk to the other lady and then she had a rough her and fling her in her bed and she said, what's wrong with you? Yeah, man, and you sit hold her and fling her and say, shut up.
Yeah.
Sit down and all these things.
Yeah.
And, video exposed. So there's many times that some people, they don't have the patience to deal with these elder person and rough them up. Go sit down. You don't need it.
Right.
Bud them up.
Right. And
those
are
sometimes they just need somebody to show them love.
Exactly.
The mind is powerful, Sometimes these people will just suck you into their own demise and just give up, because they're not having fun and they're getting good treatment.
Exactly. Them don't want the therapy no more. Them want to stay on the bed all day now. Them, become a recluse. Them not go to no more activities in the dining hall. They don't want to do nothing no more because their spirit's broken. And it's the healthcare workers sometimes who broke the people them spirit. That's why I say, me no want to be in none of them facility here, bro. Me prefer there at Jamaica, I say I age out and me live in a one little house by myself. And if anything, me crawl, go out the door, go catch sun, and crawl, go back inside. If me not have nobody to actually carry me. If me know some me need them weak and me go drop, and I'm a fall risk, I will crawl before me wander in one of them facility here.
So what about just save up your money? And when you're old, you have a couple dollars will come out.
Then that's where I work on, man.
Nothing.
And that yeah, we have the 30 grand for the penile thing, the implant, and then we have, we have put it together, bro, so we can experience a good end of years thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to run, but Shirley, just know that certain colors, I wouldn't even wear any clothes that have all rainbow colors over it.
Yeah.
That's just my culture.
Say it.
I mean, some people, I'm a victim. Yesterday, that guy reversed and chopped down the road because he not drive over the rainbow color way and they make that the crossway. So that's how some people.
Boy,
but Dancehall flow looking good.
Yes.
Dancehall
sure.
was, shining all this weekend in the UK, in the US. And as bad as thing maybe it's Jamaica also.
Yeah, man. We were global this weekend. And again, I think Afrobeats has taken a rest and dancehall is back out in the front line again. It just took the right energy. This feel like the cartel effect to me. That's what I call it. It's the cartel effect.
It is.
Yeah.
And Marie message 411 did make a value for to hit the nail on the surf.
Go on, man.
All right, big up.
Manners and respect, bro. All right. If not, say hit the nail on the head, on the surface. I worked in a nursing home and that broke my heart. I raised good boys, but tell them no nursing home for me. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
I'm good, family. Why we can't hear you? Like
can you hear me now?
Yes, can hear you now. It sounded like you were under the pillow before.
Oh no. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
The reason why the people have never talk to you no more when you come at the desk because you ain't look none of them.
Yeah, because me ain't look none of them, but because me never
and them getting at them.
Boy.
Them
vex with me because me tell them about the old man. Because them want carry on and work and make fun of people them. Yeah, me never want none of them though. Next thing no sir, too close to on the job, something there.
No, you don't want that kind of thing. But listen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something. if you think that was bad, you need to see what's happening with the new generation of nurses. Because I've been a nurse for so long that I can't even work in a building because I can't stand working in the building with them.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Give me 1 second, right? Before you go into that, right? My first experience straight out of school, like my last place I did my clinicals, they said to me, I can't wait for you to graduate because we want to hire you right away. See me and me, I say, yes, man, I go get a job straight out of school. And the first place me go is the first place I seen an unprofessional nurse. Like, yeah, she have her husband, and man, I slap up her body and draw her in a closet at work and all kind of something.
It's not her husband, you mean our work husband?
No, she have her husband. Her husband used to come up there, and the other nurses, used to look out for her and tell her, your husband pulling up right now. Poor guy used to bring big bouquet of flowers, bring what she want to eat, and all these things. I mean, I said, damn, when you're in school, them tell you how professional you're supposed to be, but that's how mine started off, seeing all the non-professional behavior that was being, and the nurses were leading the way, freaking nurse.
I'm going to tell you this. I wouldn't say all of the nurses, because you have some nurses that it's like a clique. When you go to work, it's like a gang. And you have some nurses that don't do that. And then you have the others, and if they're not one of the nurses that's into that, you're going to be labeled also. So you're going to be on the outside looking in.
Same. Yeah.
So it's not all of the nurses go work, go find one side piece in the closet and stuff like that. But when you're not a part of that, and when you don't mix up, and when you don't even gossip, because you have some nurses that really go to work and do the job. When you're not a part of that mix, your job becomes hard. You find, especially if you're Jamaican, you find it consistently in a battle with them.
Them start talk about you and start treat you so. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I chat to that one yesterday. I've worked on floors 12-hour shift, and out of the 12 hour, if me talk 2 good hour, me talk, because I'm like, I don't want to chat to you because you don't want to peer bad will tell you, so not to chat to you. And these are my co-workers.
Wow. So
it's not always all of the nurses, but yes, you have some loose ones. But the generation them they, back in the days they used to say a nurse will save your life. But nowadays, if you don't have somebody in your family that's like a doctor or a nurse or OT or one of those, when you go into a facility, you're gonna have issues, because the nurses and the doctors that they have out here now, the younger generation, they're not trained well, and it's all about the money. I'm getting to the bag.
Yeah, Mr. Nurse with tight. This is the one that killed me. Tight scrubs. I when them bend down to do something like as a G-string pop out. I mean, I said, yo, you come to work like that, yo. They come work for look man, and to entice a patient or you.
They keep talk about it all the time, and you still see him. Because I've been a nurse for a long time, and I worked up in New York and down here in Florida. I worked in jails, lock psych units. My experience is broad in nursing.
Right.
And I'm getting ready. I'm getting closer to retirement now.
Same.
But yes, it's a thing. The young nurses are. It's like, you like I have an incident just recently. I go in to do visits in facilities, and I'll say to I ordered some medicine the other day for this patient. Did it come? Did it come? And the nurses, I had to go back 4 weeks before, and I called the pharmacy, verified the medication was delivered, and I had to go back 4 weeks, back to back. To ask them, did this particular medication come? Are you giving it to the patient? And nobody never found it the 4th week. And it was already there 2 or 3 weeks before. I ordered it, reordered it, and there are 2 bottles of that medication here because I had to order it because I thought it was because they couldn't find it. And then I'm like, is it on this car? You have the order. If them not put it on the patient the car with that. So they can give it.
Oh, your phone will break up, sir.
I in my house with them. So in my house, my detention.
All right.
So me I'm going. Have a good day, everybody.
All right. Manners and respect here.
All right. Bye.
All right. What's your name there? Let me see. Watch this. Watch this. June Johnson. June Johnson said, who in a nursing home to entice? The 6'4" CNA boy where look like him work out and do CNA work. The one where I lift up the one where I lift you up and slap up your body, all these things, knowing say you're married and them something there. The one where you keep on talking about, stop, you play too much. Oh, I can't stand him sometimes. Him, the one where I draw you in the supply closet all day long. Him, them people that in there fit entice. Not only that, some people just love attention. It doesn't matter where they get it from. If them I get it from a teenage boy or them I get it from one senior citizen who are bedridden, then we still take the attention. Some of these patients are inappropriate with their behavior, yeah, and the nurses, I've seen them thrive off of that. You know, them glad for going there for the little inappropriate activity, like the exchange, Cause a man gonna tell her, say, oh, you know how long I haven't had some vagina? And you're like, Mr. Jones, stop it. Why are you talking like that? I don't know. I can see your nipples from here. They're just poking through your unit. Mr. Jones, stop. You know, she have been over if you go give Mr. Jones a medication. Mr. Jones, they're on there, reach around. She have to put Mr. Jones' hand back down here. So, Mr. Jones, if you don't stop, I'm going to have to write this up, or I'm going to have to tell somebody about you or XYZ. And he's like, what are they going to do to me? Huh? What are they going to do to me? I'm already stuck in bed all day. You know, just let me touch it. I can't do anything else. Just let me poke it with my fingers and get a smell. I just want to smell of it. Them love them kind of something there, some of them. And they thrive off that. Them thrive off of that. So I'm like, say, oh, I'm going to look for, because it's like sexy guys in there or tall, good-looking men in there. No, them know why them do it. Then they bend over. Me I work next to them, you know. So I'm in there, I'm getting the patient ready to go to therapy, but this patient might have dressing goals. So I'm like, boom, perfect time to catch them. So I could do half of their therapy in their room, work on transferring. So we're going to get edge of bed dressing, right? And then we can do bed mobility from there. So supine to sit upright, edge of bed, dress self, edge of bed, upper body dressing, lower body dressing, then transfer training over to wheelchair to bed to wheelchair. Half of them therapy done right there. So I'm very like innovative and on it when it comes to getting my time. When I work with a lot of other therapists, they be having a problem. How you get him to go to therapy? I said, he has dressing goals, right? He has showering goals, right? Okay, you got to catch him when it's time to go shower. You got to catch him when it's time to get up out of bed. Jump in there. Don't just let the CNA do it. You could jump in there and do it too. And boom, they used to love that about me. So, my daddy, nurse come in. Oh, give me a second. I just have to give him his meds before he goes off to therapy. And next thing, boom, she drops something. And bend over in a tight scrub, you see one red G-string and two big body jaw. The scrub pants gone way down. Can't tell me say you don't know what you do. Come to work and you scrub suck on your body like spandex. I'm like, these nurses are different. They're different. But you know, they have a saying where they say the profession where the most cheating happens is nursing is right up there as what, and I know every nurse in here right now is going to say, not me. But I don't expect you to tell her yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the good one then. All right, we're going to keep it at that. But I could see why. You see, Let's Go on TV, I talk about and that's where I miss the most about that field, right? So you hear great goodies. Let's Go on, you just said that right, 5 up? Nursing and flight attendant, King Biggs. Yeah. I'm watching Pop the Balloon. Is it called the dating show Pop the Balloon? Yeah, so bring out our next bachelor, boom boom, bring out our next bachelorette, something. The woman walk out. She look good and everything, well presentable, rare, but she not like a bit of a promiscuous looking kind of outfit. But anyway, she put together well. So what do? You see when she said, I'm a traveling nurse. Me hear pop, 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 pop. Go look at that episode. Go look at Traveling Nurse. Give me, yeah, go look at that episode. Every single man up there pop the balloon. Yo, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What go on? Talk to her.
Let me tell you something, SouFLo.
Hey.
You see that in the
Oh God, man. Hold on there. Your phone is not clear, bro. We can't hear you.
What?
You either whip on speaker or Bluetooth or something. You're not.
Yeah, you hear me better now?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yes, if you have a woman and she works in the nursing field.
If you have a woman and she work in the nursing field.
Yeah, because me used to work in the nursing home, and we used to do it and she used to prescribe the special mattress to patients in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And me tell you something. I pay a slap some I don't walk the nurse, I just see them on the. You have to be careful, it's not getting anything. But you just flat it to.
Can't hear you, bro. You're not coming across clear.
Yeah, you know saying that it's not every minister, but most never see in the hospital very close to present, especially somebody think them what is weird.
The people I make fun by your phone, bro. One King Big say, Pickens Avenue, you get the phone.
No.
All right, so here one. Don't hold me up, because we can't hear you. All right, so but me can make out what you say, but you're not talking to the audience. I don't want to drag the people and them not hearing what you're saying. See? All right, brother. Yeah. The water, and the more I said I can't hear you, is the more it's like him I go down in the water deeper with the phone. Enough respect, man. Has all respect, same way. Travel nurses can't find parking. Penny Pablo. Listen, when that travel nurse came out, bro, every man said pop, 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 pop. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, you should do a full episode on the nursing.
On the nursing. And the Obama phone.
Because we see some things over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the night shift.
Mm-hmm.
When all of the staff gone.
Listen, me have a brethren where he's a nurse and work night shift. And why story for days? You know what? I could tell his stories because him can't tell it publicly.
You know when somebody residents them leave,
mm-hmm.
or the patient leave and the room empty,
mm-hmm.
we go in, we clean the room and everything and get it ready for the next patient.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes them low on patients.
Mm-hmm.
So when the nurse them and the aides them do, them go in the room, them we clean already. And then when you see them disappear for the night, them in there asleep. Some of them go hide and sleep in there.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them in there are dugu. Them one another.
Yes. Be here, especially night shift.
Them have they have locker room, you know.
Mm.
Them have shower
for
the workers them.
Yeah.
So you can have your work wife or your work husband easy. Bring your clothes, then put it in the locker, and them change clothes, take shower,
fresh up,
clean up before them go home.
Come on, cause I'm so tired. Oh.
Yes.
Yesterday I try to get some, babe, man. Let me get some sleep.
Hubby or wife, I try to get some.
Yeah, let me get some sleep.
Oh, they work hard all night. Yeah, you work Sonia all night.
You're so inconsiderate. Can I get some rest, please? Oh.
You work Sonia in the patient room all night.
Arrest the one, arrest the front.
So floor.
Yo.
Sometimes you know what say some of the workers them work out, they go and gym. And when your body start get a certain shape as a woman, me personally, me work out. When me notice when my muscle them start getting torn, especially in my hips and my buttocks and everything. When me go buy uniform, sometimes I have to buy the uniform extra big. So that it don't suck on me. And the woman them I buy them uniform exact so it suck on them.
Here, Lexman. Him say him have a work girlfriend, a work wife, every facility him work at.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah, and it's not easy.
The nurses aid them, the man them call them orderly or whatever.
Like CNAs,
we love them because them usually tall, them strong, them help we move the patient, them help we lift the patient. So they're very we can use them on the job. It's not a lot of them. So usually when you're upon one shift, I just one male nurse's assistant you have. And the rest are woman. So any man will love woman would love that job there.
Yes, because like you said, the dynamics of it, right? You're surrounded by a bag of woman and you're the only guy there.
Yes, and you're in demand.
Yeah, like Gully Bob said, every girl want to walk out for me when you step in. When you step in and work in the morning, you know. Every girl want to walk out for me, can feel the energy.
If him work out and him have muscle and him have tattoo and them thing there and him tall and handsome.
Yeah.
Forget about it. He have all of the woman to himself all night.
Yeah.
All night.
Oh boy. Never seen that from with co-workers.
So you're strong. To deal with that when you go to work.
I behave myself here, man, because them thing they always come back full circle, you know. Bear drama. Me say co-workers lose them mind outside and mash up each other car. Them have them own family to go home to, you know.
Mash up enough time.
Yeah, look, wait, no, them have them own family to go home to, you know. Each one of them, you know, and them they work a fight like the relationship ain't working out because this. I'm like, your wife will come pick you up in a few hours, or your husband coming to pick you up, or you have your wife and kids, or your husband and kids, and you're there work a fight with side piece. Why did you get a side piece at work?
You see side piece, they on the work pregnant. Get pregnant.
Why?
She's single, you know. But the man married. And you will have sometimes you will have people where working at the dietary at the kitchen. And people will work as nurses aid. And the nurses aid and the one in the kitchen, them like each other, and before you know it, somebody get pregnant, but the man married and having family. A wife, you know, say, me today I work pregnant.
So I have she all day, every day.
But everybody know what going on, you know, and nobody not say nothing.
Nobody not say nothing. I same thing me used to talk about with the nurse, man. What me I tell about, and the other nurse them used to watch out for her and tell her when her husband pull in her parking lot. They used to be like, your husband is here, he coming up the front. And she picks up herself quick and push her med cart, go way up her front door there. So soon as him come in, she meet him there. Or, you know, try act like she's a good woman at work and everything like. The first time me see that CNA boy they slap for her body, I was shocked. Cause I'm fresh out of college, you know. And I'm my first place of employment.
Him not do nothing what him not do before where she not allowed.
Well, over the time I was there at the facility, me get to see them in action, you know. But the first time it happened, it was shocking because you're coming fresh out of school, them teach you all this professional stuff.
Yeah, and you expect everybody to be super
professional. Yes. And only to see man draw a woman in a closet. And she talk about stop. Oh my God, you play too much. And they said the same person with her husband. It's weird. And the same boy walk right past them like him don't even know her.
In front of patients.
They even do it in front of patients. Yes. Yes. Have her up front, the back in front of patient.
You were talking about patient abuse, where they would talk bad about the person because them use the bathroom on themselves. You also have patients who abuse the workers too. Me have one right now where me I take care of. And for the life of me, a years now me I deal with these type of patients. And me I ask myself the question, how is it that this person have Alzheimer's and can't remember his wife who he lived with? Can't remember her name, can't remember saying married, but he remembered to look at me and call me a nigger.
Yes, 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 yes.
And a couple of days ago, me have to look him in his face and tell him, say, don't ever call me that again.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm telling wife about it. Me I said to myself, how is it that them mind go and them not understand things? Yeah. And them act so confused. But that's the one thing they always
remember.
Yeah,
I had one. He was like the nicest person ever. And anytime him meds not calibrated properly, them used to send him out to a next facility where a behavioral specialist would work with him and get him meds calibrated and get him back to normal, so to speak. One morning I'm going to work and me hear eeny, meeny, miny, mo, hang a nigger by his toe. I said, so, Mr. Morning, let me use a different name. I said, morning, Steve. And he was like, oh, hey, nigger.
Yeah.
So me put on my bag and walk back out of the therapy because he was already up in the therapy room waiting for me. Them already do him shower and everything and get him dressed and put him in the therapy room right for me. So I walk back out and walk by nursing station. I said, he's saying, and they're like, yeah, I think we're going to have to take him. We're going to have to send him out. They're working on it right now. See if we could send him out to the behavioral clinic, get his meds calibrated, because you see he's off, right? I say he's very much off. He has never been like that the whole time I've known him. So I got to know him over time too. Like when the meds gone wrong, him got into one of those. I mean, I said to myself, I can't imagine back in the day how he probably was towards my kind.
Exactly.
Yeah. Me have one next one
from back then.
Yeah, me have one next one. One morning, go for theme therapy, hear him. He said, oh, they started. No, he said, clean that up, boy. Clean and point to something. Clean that up, boy. I said, you need help? Come in, most of them, you know, me not take nothing personal because I know conditions and whatever. The filter is knocked out.
We're trained not to take it personal.
He said, clean that up, boy. I said, I can get somebody to help you to clean it up. And he goes, ain't that your job? I said, actually, it's not. I'm a therapist. But I can go and get some. And he goes, oh, they started giving y'all education now.
Wow.
They started giving your kind education now.
One time I have one patient, he was a mayor. He was a mayor. And this man was quadriplegic. Him couldn't do nothing for himself. Him just lay down at the same spot.
Saying,
if we not come feed him, him not eat. If we not come change him, him not get changed.
Saying.
You notice when we walk in the room, when other race of AIDS walk in the room, them not get the same response like when me walk in the room. So one day me just try it. I'm going to say, we just want to see this. The man can't talk, you know. When we walk in the room, all me hear the man say, nigga, nigga.
Enforce out that door.
So me walk back out of the room and go tell the nurse them say, no, me can't take care of this man because me notice say, when other races of people that work here go in there, he don't respond like that.
Right.
But when I walk in there,
that's what
and prove it to them.
Yeah. Them say walk back in there again. Walk back in there again. Let me hear.
So me confused SouFlo. Me want to know how come other parts of the brain stop working and then forget certain things.
Because
when it comes to that particular thing,
that's a part of the condition, though. They will remember like stuff that happened like long time ago, but them can't remember like now stuff. Or
but you've been married to your wife for 60 years.
Or they can remember now
so
stuff.
You can't remember your wife's name, but you can't, every time you see me, you know how to say that.
Different ailments carry different different things. Like
to me, it's because it reflects, it tells me something. It tells me that this is how you were when you were younger.
Right, and they're reverting back to when they were younger. That's why, like,
this is how you treated people like me back when you were younger.
Right, it's true.
And look who is taking care of you now.
Right, right. True. That's the same feeling I get too.
I go back in our chat.
All right, my friend.
If you want to laugh some more over my story, then I have one bedtime story where you can watch from a channel.
Your post
it's called Spicing Up the Bedroom. How to spice up the bedroom.
Jesus Christ.
It's in big blue. It's a big blue thing. It says bedtime story. You can't miss it.
All right.
Go enjoy that. I want to tell me what you think after I want to watch it.
All right.
May I go back in that chat?
All right. Later. That's Murray's message 411 TV for who want to go watch the bedtime story. Story what she put up. That's embedded in who they are. They won't forget. Yes. Some conditions, like I was gonna say, some conditions will allow them to remember only immediate things, fresh knowledge, and some conditions will only allow them to recall things that happened a long time ago. Either way, in the medical field, you can't be somebody that's so much into your feelings because it's really never about you. You know what I mean? That's why some people shouldn't even go into that field. Like if you don't have no empathy, if you can't let some stuff slide, you shouldn't go into that field at all. Because you're gonna meet the inappropriateness all the time. You're gonna meet the inappropriateness for sure. Especially for those of us who are off color and you working in an environment where majority of the patients are of another persuasion, yeah, you're gonna meet it all the time. I've gone before, hey, good morning, my name is, and I'll be your therapist for today. And the first thing me hear is, I don't do therapy with niggas. Say, okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just spin right out of the room and go tell the lead therapist or go to the nurses and tell them, say, hey, it's also, have a talk with them real quick and find out baseline where that patient is or what's that patient about. If they're like, oh yeah, he's a bit off his meds or his meds need to be recalibrated because he's been acting up lately, but that's not normally how he is, or XYZ. That could even be for some of us, it could be a UTI. A UTI, urinary tract infection. For some, I'm gonna learn that too. But there was this one lady, she was being super inappropriate. And when I went to go tell nursing was like, are you sure? Like them would have said, Miss Jones? I'm like, yes, Miss Jones. And they're like, nah, that shouldn't be because Miss Jones is not like that. Let me go look through her chart, see what's going on. And then looking at chart and they're like, well, she had a severe UTI, so that might be, and they still haven't, well, they just started treating it, and da-da-da-da-da. So all kind of something, right? It's never about you. I never take any of it personal, and I don't treat them any different. I still give them the best care I can give, regardless. But you can't help but to sometimes wonder, I wonder how you were younger when them start talk to you in these kind of manners. Empathy and knowledge of conditions is needed with CNA, etc. Yes. They affect short-term memory, thinking, and behavior, but they're not the same. Right. Julie Tapper says, so true. If you can't deal with it, don't be in that field. I go through it almost every day. Right. If you can't deal with it, you shouldn't be in that field. Choose something else. Choose something else. Yeah, UTI can be painful, but UTI can also change their behavior, like cognitive-wise behavior. Yeah. All right. Enough of that, though. For those who work in that field, we had a moment. There was a question I wanted to start out with this morning. Mr. Jerome Jerome said, you're gonna do every one of the topic them that was put on the listed this morning, you know, so go and talk. I went into law enforcement, says Denise Sparks. I went into law enforcement. On topic now, floor. All right. Start off with the first one. I'm just gonna run down my line. Have you found something to die for yet? This is a question to everybody here. Have you found something to die for yet? If you haven't found something to die for, then you probably have not found a reason to live yet or something to live for yet. That's just a chain of thought. That's just something I'll throw out there for everybody. Have you found something to die for yet? You said no too quick. Nope, no, Denise Sparks, no. Oh, of color, I think of color that turn red, blue, brown, gray, purple. No. If you haven't found something to die for, you have not found a reason to live yet. You just live, I go on. You love life and it's sweet, but if you haven't found something to die for yet, yeah. There you go, Queen. You see, Queen Rocks Radio, right there. That's what I was looking to see if somebody was gonna say it yet. There you go, Nans. Exactly. Yes. Shernet Brown. Absolutely. All right. That's what I was looking for. So the people them who I said no, they probably don't have children yet. You know, me that look for my daughter the other night. I was having a couple of glasses of wine, you know, and I'm looking at my daughter, my two daughters, because they were together, you know, then. I mean, I look for my two daughters them and I say, yo, my daughter them, they're beautiful. And they're so innocent. And just something in my head was like, if a boy ever, I'ma just start laugh. And I was laughing to myself, but I was laughing out loud. I was laughing out loud because I realized like the levels that I would go. And I say, yep, you definitely would. You definitely would. So yeah, you found something to die for. That means you found a reason to actually live. And if you think about it, they are my reason to live. Like I'm driven because I have them. So I have to lead by example for them. I have to set the precedents for them. I have to be that guy who, when they look at, they're like, I want a man like my dad, right? I have to be their protector, their provider, their everything. So, and I'm driven by that, and it's because of them. So yeah, they fuel the whole need to live. I need to live a certain way kind of thing. I've definitely found something to die for, and they're also the reason to live. Just to put that out there real quick, right? Penny Pablo said, nah, go to jail again. Oh no. No, you know how your wife father did feel. LOL. Oh man. Big up to wifey father and passed away not too long ago too. But you know, that's a part of life, my friend. We talked about Afrobeats already. Dancehall took the lead. Afrobeats is now taking a backseat to dancehall back in front again. I did that because for the longest we were all saying, yep, dancehall fell off for sure. It's not hitting where it's supposed to be, and Afrobeats has taken the lead. And you know, we start to all kind of stuff like, I wonder why. People are saying it's because them chat patois when them are sing in a dancehall. I mean, I said no, because if you listen to them sing Afrobeats, are like some pigeon kind of patois kind of talking, and everybody is catching it. White people sing it, and word for word. I know they that you, right? So it wasn't that. It probably was live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, my brother.
Yeah, bro.
Look like you want to lay up this morning.
Hey, what go on?
No gear to lay up this morning.
Yeah.
So you have panelists, the artists who are in ICE custody. I have a double slaying at the Candlelight.
No, man, they're right, that's all. They're right, that's all.
I have election of consequence.
Yes, they're right, that's all.
Okay.
All
right. So we stayed away for so long, makes me feel like you're kind of forgot the program.
No, man, they're right, that's all. Right, that's all.
All right, son. Let's see how it works.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all keep me, y'all keep me. Yo, 5 of them are keep me on task. Me see me like commenting. All right, SouFLo, get on the topic them now. All right, boom. So let's talk about the reprisal. We're gonna breeze by some of them. Some of them is not really something where you're. So there's a flood in Texas, right? A flooding happened in Texas that took the lives of quite a few people over the weekend. I left a comment that said elections have consequences. Who you vote for has consequences. People are calling me insensitive. They were saying, why are you trying to politicize this? But it actually, I found somebody to break it down proper so everybody understand this. By the way, shout out to my African Americans for Trump and my Blacks for Trump, because you guys were super loud during the election period. You actually were a part of maybe why Kamala Harris didn't win that election, because you know, you not only didn't vote for her, you voted on the other side, but you also helped to spin the narrative that she wasn't black and she just trying to pander to the black community and XYZ. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. This one piqued my interest with the flood in Texas because they also said, Florida, you're next up with your hurricanes and all that. All right. Listen to this real quick.
Texas floods, you need to hear the news that the New York Times just broke, because we learned yesterday that the National Weather Service's forecasts were not to blame. No weather balloon launches were missed. Forecasts did predict heavy rain, and notifications of flooding were given hours in advance. The issue was that the warnings went out in the middle of the night. Someone has to get the information and act on it. Someone with the job title of, oh, I don't know, how about a warning coordination meteorologist, which is the name of one of the empty positions in the National Weather Service's San Antonio field office. Why is it vacant, you might ask? This position, which, and I quote, is meant to work with local emergency managers to plan for floods, including when and how to warn local residents and help them evacuate. This position has been vacant since April 30th because the person who was in that job took Trump's early retirement package. Now, that's the San Antonio office, which covers a much larger downstream area from where the major flooding occurred. San Angelo office, which covers Kerr County, was missing a senior hydrologist, staff forecaster, and meteorologist in charge. Overall, between the two offices covering the flood area, the job vacancy rate is double what it was when Trump took office. This all points at a much larger issue that Trump and his MAGA cult just do not understand. Yes, it is annoying that we live in a world with frustrating, unpredictable problems. And yes, it is expensive to deal with those frustrating and unpredictable problems. But it's the reality we live in, even if it's a reality that Trump is incapable of facing. Because what we're seeing right now is the consequence of his ignorant, naive fantasy, where he can fix everything faster than anyone else, where he can make everything better than anyone else, and where he can do everything cheaper than anyone else. And the best news is, it only takes 2 weeks. Sorry, America, but that's con man shit. And 75 million Americans played the role of the mark perfectly. If you care about the Texas floods, you need to hear the news that the New York Times just broke, because we learned yesterday.
So, remember when we had the other day all the planes that were crashing, all the planes that were right after he took office? Okay, it's kind of like along the same lines, right? A lot of people, because they gutted certain departments, so a lot of people were out of a job. You either take the early retirement package or go find work somewhere else because you're getting fired regardless. Left all those roles empty. Florida, you're up next. I live in Florida. A meteorologist this morning
You care about the Texas
put out
floods?
a warning period.
When is it going to turn? John, it's not turning. It's coming straight to us. It's going to turn. That was about 6 years ago. That was Hurricane Dorian, as it was absolutely devastating the Northwest Bahamas as a Category 5, sat over that region for 2 days. It was headed straight west. And as you've grown accustomed to my presentations over my 34 years in South Florida newscasts, confidently, I went on TV and I told you it's going to turn. And I am here to tell you that I'm not sure I can do that this year because of the gutting, the sledgehammer attack on science in general. And I could talk about that for a long, long time, and how that is affecting the U.S. Leadership in science over many years, and how we're losing that leadership. And this is a multi-generational impact on science in this country. But specifically, let's talk about the federal government cuts to the National Weather Service and to NOAA. Did you know
That's why
that Central and South Florida National Weather Service offices are currently basically 20 to 40% understaffed? From Tampa to Key West, including the Miami office, 20 to 40% understaffed. Now, this type of staffing shortage is having impacts across the nation because there's been a nearly 20% reduction in weather balloon launches that carry those radio songs. And what we're starting to see is that the quality of the forecasts is becoming degraded. There's also a chance, because of some of these cuts, that NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft will not be able to fly this year. And with less reconnaissance missions, we may be flying blind. And we may not exactly know how strong a hurricane is before it reaches the coastline. I just want you to know that what you need to do is call your representatives and make sure that these cuts are stopped. Hey.
That's super dangerous. That's super dangerous. So you have a Category 4 coming in, Category 5, you won't know. If it's coming and it turned, and they're like, okay, it's not going to hit us, and then it turns and starts coming towards us, you won't know. The warnings for the Texas flood went out, but they went out the previous day at midnight. That's like somebody doing 2 jobs and they're like, hey, cover that too, because we're understaffed. They fired the people who actually do that job because their job was to stay on broadcast all day when something that serious is about to happen, and to get everybody to evacuate, send out the evacuation warnings, XY, keep them up to date. If any conditions change or whatever, nobody there to do it. So they just sent out the warning pre-recorded, middle of the night when everybody is asleep, and left it like that. Right. So yeah, elections have consequences, and we're getting what a lot of people voted for. At some point, some of this is going to affect all of us, because even if you did, listen, when a hurricane comes through, whether you vote a Republican or Democrat, the hurricane don't care. The hurricane is going to hit whoever it hits, right? Right. Airlines were compromised, understaffing at the FLAA or FLAA, planes bumping into each other in the sky. Never seen so many happen until this administration took office. Then now you have these floods and natural disasters, and the people who are supposed to track those and warn us, they're not there because they were deemed to be unnecessary and DEI hires, and they were fired. SouFLoTV didn't even come out and make a statement to the people of Texas. Exactly. So when I said that, right, yesterday, I said he didn't even make a statement. The amount of people on my name yesterday, oh, you're such an idiot. One person said, you obviously weren't born a smart man. I said, first of all, I was never born a man. None of us are born men, right? I was born a baby like everybody else. And none of us were born smart either. You obviously what you could tell who you're talking to by their verbiage. You obviously weren't born a smart man. Another one says, just tell me you're ignorant without telling me you're ignorant. You don't know how the country is ran. A natural disaster like that, your president is supposed to be all up in it, sending help. I didn't even see them like send out the National Guards or send out. Usually they would send out National Guards. National Guards ahead of time pack sandbags and build barriers and go out in boats and rescue people stuck. It was a lady that was stuck in her house, and her father is bedridden, and the water outside of their house flipped their car upside down. It was that deep. And inside of her house, the water is like all the way up to her waist. And she's like, we need help. Look at my dad. We can't move him. And I said, look at y'all getting what you voted for. Look at you getting what you voted for. So yeah, elections have consequences. So Florida, be on guard. Hurricane season, just know that if one slams into us, it's because our meteorologists weren't able to track it, and they don't have sufficient anything that they used to have before, manpower, resources, all that, and we could very much just be hit with one out the blue. Right. Let's Bon TV says close to 100 lives lost and many more still missing. He should have stepped in days ago. Should have at least said something. He over here beefing with Elon Musk. He hasn't said a word. You remember when it happened to Puerto Rico? And he went to Puerto Rico with the big box of toilet paper, and he was throwing the toilet paper out to the people like this, one toilet paper at a time to the people. Yeah. He went golfing. Oh man. But just to be on alert for everybody, especially those who are where I'm at, in the state that I'm at. Because y'all know, Florida, we may not have all the other stuff, but one thing is for sure is we have a hurricane season every year. Whether you get hit or not, that's a different story. But we have a hurricane season every year. And every couple of years, we do get a solid hurricane. You just never know when it's going to be. So that is playing with fire right there. Super dangerous to not be able to track it. You heard what the meteorologist just said. He's been doing this for 36 years. The same guy we've been watching for 36 years. And he's telling you the last big hurricane, they were able to, oh, it's going out to sea. Oh, it made a turn. It's coming towards us. Start getting prepared. And we were able to prepare before it hit us. Not so sure I'll be able to keep on doing that. Live on the air. Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I just want to say thank you for just bringing some eyes to this issue about elections have consequences.
Yes.
I'll be brief. As a federal employee, I can tell you, I can assure you that with the cuts that they've been making at the different departments, they have no rationale behind them. They're people who have years and years of experience, and they're in place for things like this, okay? So they are able to communicate to the states, for example, like he said, this is what's coming down the pipe. There's something in place with procedures and protocols that an administration wants to just erase within months, right? Because they feel they know best for everything. And because sometimes the optics of these workers is saying that they're not doing anything, they're not working hard, you take a brain drain, so to speak. You take all those people out with no real contingency plan, the thing collapses. Okay, these are agencies and protocols and years that have been built into a system in order to serve the people.
Right.
What we're seeing instead is people just using automated technology, saying, oh, you don't need this job, you don't need that job, with no rationale, with no real forecasting as to what could be the outcome. Here lies an example of it. I dare to say it's not only with this agency. Of course, I can't say where I work, right? But it's going to be really rough for some of these voters, and unfortunately those who didn't vote, when they want to get a human being on the phone to help with a process. Someone who has institutional knowledge, has been there for years, can understand all of this quote unquote bureaucracy and red tape, how they can get problems solved, and they won't be able to speak to them. Okay. And what they're going to get instead is an automated machine. Press 1, press 2 till the Lord comes back. Okay. So you are so right. Thank you for giving voice to it. I will say this: the morale is low. People are discouraged, and a lot of people are considering leaving. And God bless this country when they do, because the pressure that they feel is just overwhelming. Overwhelming.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for your time.
All right. Appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. The warning for the Texas floods was an automated warning. And whoever released it in the middle of the night, like 12 o'clock, midnight. And it said, because there was a young lady who she's trying to raise awareness too. She was like, they're complaining that there was no warning, but there was. Here's the problem. I live here too. I just so happened to be up all night, and I heard it. And I heard it at midnight, and it was for the previous day. If you live near a river, evacuate. If you live near a stream, if you live in the areas of XYZ, evacuate. All automated, not a person there keeping you up to time. And that's exactly what she just said when she's a federal employee, right? That's exactly what she's explaining to us, is that all these stuff will be replaced by some automated machine sounding, not a person, and not people keeping us up to date with what's going on. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Roland Richards says, SouFlo, your governor is his friend with him, and I guess he will look out for him. No, did you see what happened to Alligator Alcatraz already? It flooded out the first day it opened. Heavy rains hit, and it flooded the first day it opened. So the people who they're going to be rounding up and taking out there, because they have 5,000 beds out in the middle of the Everglades. They have 5,000 beds out in the middle of the Everglades. The people who they're going to be taking out there, mosquito is going to be namming them. I don't know if you ever seen the mosquitoes here, but when you go that side out into the swamp, those mosquitoes almost look like somebody specially engineered them. You can hear them coming, and they fly slow because they're big and fat. I don't know where they might eat. And the place that they have these people in, it's like net mesh, not mesh, but wire fencing kind of thing. So there's no AC, proper temperature. It's going to be a miserable, rotted condition out there, right? Speaking of which, the man of all three bodies of government, the horse game through the gate already. They might can vote come next November. Yeah, that big beautiful bill. Wow. Wow. That's a whole nother one to talk about, but we're not going to talk about the big beautiful bill now. Just know, if you were not somebody making over $500,000 a year and you voted on that side, you're about to feel it shortly. Big time. Big time. And don't get sick. Don't get sick. Tell your mama don't get sick. Tell your daddy don't get sick. And your kids better not get sick. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Okay.
I thought they said also the Everglades wasn't flooded.
Huh?
I hear a black guy on YouTube say, people lying about Trump because it was not flooded.
Yeah, those are the Sambos and the Coons that you know, for whatever reason they do that. That I don't know what they hope to get from doing that, but we have videos of the flooding out there.
What you were saying
and
that
the first day it opened, right after, matter of fact, Donald Trump was out there for a visit, and after he left, it rained heavily and it flooded.
What you were saying that people should have drones to prove that it was flooded.
I don't know who you're listening to, but
I wasn't really listening to him. I just come across him on YouTube. Is that somebody that I listen to? Yeah. I don't even know his name.
Yeah, it's a lot of people out here putting out misinformation, my friend, for whatever motive or whatever reasons their motive is. I can't call it, but I know that I've seen the videos of it flooded.
Oh, and another thing, I don't know if you hear what Laura Loomer said. The alligator's gonna have free meals.
Yeah,
I think that's disgusting.
Yeah, and they said
very disgusting.
And they said if they don't have to spend a lot of money on security,
right?
Because you know they're surrounded by alligators and snakes, poisonous snakes. So if anybody escapes, you know how that goes.
Yeah. And the other lady, Salazar, they're looking for her. They can't find her because she is the one who encouraged those Cubans to vote for Trump.
They're looking for her and can't find her.
Yeah.
Yeah, now is a good time to hide.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. You know, this is a question I want to ask you. Where is this wet food, dry food come from?
The wet
Who
food.
started it?
Who started it?
Yeah.
I don't remember who started it, but I was a kid when I had just come to America, so I was like 9 years old, 8 years old, them ages, 10 years old when that started. And it probably was going on before I came. But
because I hear somebody say it might be Jimmy Carter, but they're not sure.
Yeah, so I don't know who actually started it. Because it might have been going. I know that I learned about it as a kid.
Oh, okay.
Right, so maybe under Reagan, Bush, I think it was Reagan back then.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because the complaint is that this man who died in ICE custody, this 75-year-old Cuban man who died in ICE custody, they were talking about him. He came to this country at age 16 and they tried to deport him. And he died from some condition.
Okay, in custody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, his community voted for that, so what can we say?
Yeah, because they hate black people anyway.
Right.
They don't want to see black people in Miami.
Right. So listen, my thing is people are getting what they voted for. I don't have a problem with people getting what they voted for. And I said this before. Somebody said, I bet you vote for Trump. And I told you I didn't. What I did say though is once that horse has gone through the gate, that is what it is. So you have to just respect the fact that that's your president now, and the fact that that man did not. He told everybody exactly what he was going to do.
Exactly what he was going to do.
Right. So what's the hoopla about now? You said one voted for him, and now you're crying.
Huh? You know who is going to be worse than Trump?
Who?
DeSantis. If he ever become president, he's going to be worse than Trump.
Florida governor? Florida governor?
Yes.
Why?
He's going to be worse than Trump.
It's like who could be the wickedest kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
Well, We're watching people get what they voted for, my friend.
God have mercy on us.
Yeah,
That's
that
all I
part.
have to say.
That part. All right. You have a good one,
All
yes?
right, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. While we're speaking about that and out in the Everglades, everybody knows what wet foot, dry foot is, right? I remember growing up in Miami and the Haitians were coming over a lot on boats, and so were the Cubans, a lot. And I noticed that they used to allow the Cubans in. They would literally meet the Haitians out in the sea and turn their raft around and push them back towards Haiti. But they would let the Cubans come in, right? And a lot of these Cubans were like the fairer skinned Cubans who could pass for Caucasians. And it's funny to see over the years how they built up the Cuban community and their strength in Miami, but also how they actually assimilated into what they think is Caucasian or white, because they identify as that, right? When I was growing up in Miami, it wasn't that many Cubans and Cuban restaurants and Cuban businesses. It was just starting to happen. So the wet foot, dry foot thing was, if you pull up on a raft on the beach and the authorities caught you with your feet wet, that means you're under sand or you're still in the water, they can arrest you and take you off to a facility. But if you pull up, run, end up in a crowd, dry feet, they'll leave you alone. So that's where the wet foot, dry foot stuff come from, right? And a lot of them became like, you would be at the beach chilling beach day with the family, and you would see raft pull up, and people would cheer them on too. Run, 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 that way, go, go, go. And they would make crowds and hide them and help them. Well, that same Cuban community turned into what you see today. Like everything that has anything to do with Black upliftment, they vote against it every time. Every time. It wasn't no surprise that they voted the way they voted this election and thought they were going to be exempt, and now they're crying. Well, what you crying for? You voted for that, and we know why you voted for that, right? In '59, after Fidel Castro came to power, many Cubans fled the country. Fled the island, and the U.S. offered them refuge as part of a Cold War opposition to communism, says Mrs. 8. Yeah, Haiti was in turmoil too, and the Haitians were trying to come over too, but they weren't. They were turning them around in the water. If you could imagine being at sea for days, and then when you're hitting close to land, instead of somebody being a humanitarian and saying, oh my God, we have children and, you know, women on this boat, pregnant women and children and stuff, take them over here, get them some medical attention, maybe process them through, and then if you decide to send them back, nah, they would just spin the raft around and send the Haitians back. That way they'll be drifting out there for days. A lot of Haitians died out in those waters. You know, it is what it is. But speaking of this and immigration and stuff, though, Deva Brat. For those of you who know dancehall, you followed Vybz Kartel movement from it was Empire before it became what it is now. Deva Brat is one of those original members. Deva Brat is in ICE custody. He's probably heading out to Alligator Alcatraz because that's where they're bringing everybody now, right? So Deva Brat's probably heading out to Alligator Alcatraz. Again, my Jamaicans, when I told y'all that when you vote, just know that it's going to trickle back down to your people. Y'all couldn't see it. The mass deportation policy enacted by U.S. State President Donald Trump has seen north of 50,000 immigrants apprehended and placed in detention by ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, to be sent back to their homeland in recent times. Jamaicans have been and continue to be included in this group. As time goes by, One such Jamaican that is in this group is dancehall veteran Devabrat. Devabrat, whose name is Sheldon Smith. A video was posted on a social media site, shows the entertainer being apprehended by ICE while they were engaged in an exchange of words with the officers. The incident stemmed from a traffic offense in which the dancehall artist was reportedly spotted by a police officer in a vehicle not wearing a seatbelt. Things took a turn for the worst after Devabrat was asked by the officer to, right now, okay, so he was asked by the officer to identify himself, to pull out a form of ID, show who you are. Listen, right now you have to dot your I's and cross your T's, and because look, it started out with you not wearing a seatbelt. And then it turns into, oh, you're in ICE custody. One of the multiple circulating video clips from the arrest started with the DJ from Portmore, St. Catherine, getting out of the back of a law enforcement vehicle. While getting out, he said to the officer that was filming the encounters, "Come on, bro. You can't let your ego get to you, bro. You got to calm down," is what he was saying to the officer. One of the officers apparently said, "We have the exact right to." Deva then said, "You weren't in exact right because I was in my yard. I was in my yard. I don't know where the car was. Was it sitting on his driveway?" The situation got tense as it involved a lot of apparent tussling between the man who is said to be Devabrat and the officer. The officer, seemingly out of anger, said, "Stop fucking pushing against me." Then Devabrat replied, "You're not calm. This is why you guys get to kill people." The officer wasted no time in responding. The reason why they're getting killed is because they're fucking stupid. While he was still being apparently a bit angry, the video ended with the officers bringing the suspect, which is Devabrat, to a location that appears to be where the processing of investigation and detention will take place. And it's unclear when the incident took place exactly, but it was released on the 4th of July. Since then, Devabrat's family has set up, you know, when Vybz Kartel came out of prison, just to put you all on, when Vybz Kartel came out of prison, right, as he was making good with everybody, he kind of shot off some disrespect to Devabrat. And he said something about, that's where you hear him keep saying, what a tita tape? Remember, Gaza no rape. And then Kartel went on to tell story of Devabrat, how many, he's like, come on, bro, how many times, you know, I'm going to pay bail to get you out. And it's the same charges over and over again. Like, like he was trying to say that he was a rapist. Or he had his name called on rape many times. Well, that ignited a feud. And Devabrat went into the studio and made a couple of diss songs towards Vybz Kartel, which I heard them and they were pretty good. I was just not going to review them because Kartel had already said he's not doing any clash thing, any war thing. So you won't be responding to anybody who is challenging him that way, because him have many other things to do while going right now. So I just let it slide. But I heard the songs, and you know, he also replied to Kartel and said, if I'm a rapist, then you and me need to be arrested and be in the same cell. Because Lisa Hype must have 14 or something like that when you start touch her up, right? And after that, they kind of went silent. Lisa Hype has already come out and said what she said about that, though. following his recent arrest and detention by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and he was parring with Futahide. So I don't know if he doesn't have any papers, but he's been in the U.S. for quite some time now. Following his recent arrest by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, in the United States, the family of the dancehall artist Devabrat has orchestrated an initiative to fight for his freedom and his right to remain in the country. This initiative came in the form of a GoFundMe account that has been made as a method to collect donations to meet a targeted $4,500. They also left up an explanation as to where the money will be used, and it said on their GoFundMe site, it said, "Our beloved Sheldon Smith, aka Devabrat, has been wrongfully arrested and is now in police custody, facing possible deportation." Well, me know say the police can deport you if you wasn't wearing a seatbelt. That's not a deportable offense if you weren't wearing a seatbelt. Although under the Trump regime, you don't know what is deportable and what is not. However, if your paper is not straight, then that could be another issue. But Devabrat been here for a long time, like I said before. So again, our beloved Sheldon Smith, aka Devabrat, has been wrongfully arrested and is now in police custody facing possible deportation. This heartbreaking situation has devastated our family, and we are determined to fight for Sheldon's freedom and to clear his name. The legal costs to secure experienced immigration and criminal defense attorneys are estimated to be at $8,500. These fees will cover legal representation, bond application, and the necessary paperwork to give Sheldon the best chance at justice. We are humbly asking for your support to help us to raise these critical funds. Every dollar makes a difference in bringing Sheldon home and keeping our family together. Please consider donating or sharing this campaign with your network. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and prayers during this incredibly difficult time. And there's a picture there with him and his little daughter. I'm assuming that's his daughter. It says help. The name of the GoFundMe is Help Free Sheldon. For those of you who want to go deport, geez. For those of you who want to go give $1, $2, $5, whatever you can give to the cause, it's free. Help Free Sheldon is the name of it. Help Free Sheldon. Fight his wrongful arrest. Their target is $4,500. I don't know why their target is $4,500 when it's going to cost $8,500, but they must have the $4,000 already, and they just need $4,500 more, and they're not trying to be too greedy because this isn't a get-rich-quick thing. This is actually, he really, really needs immediate help. And y'all know, under the Obama, under the Trump regiment, the expedited deportation, they're moving pretty fast. It was one lady who said her husband was picked up on a Monday, and before he could even get to a phone call, he was in Mexico. By Tuesday morning, he was in Mexico. He got picked up Monday afternoon, and by Tuesday morning, he was back in Mexico already. So when he finally got a phone call, he was calling from Mexico. All she knows is her husband didn't come home last night. And she went looking for him, and they're panicking and all that, only to find out he must have been picked up by ICE. And before, she's like, where's my husband? You know, he'll get a chance to call you. He'll get a chance to call you. His first phone call was from Mexico. You could get deported that fast, right? Run Fitness says Footer can give him that easy. Crystal G, I don't think Vybz want to get involved, says Marie's message 411 TV. That's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying Vybz Kartel could have stepped in and send him that money, you know, send the money to his family and whatever. I don't know. It's kind of hard to ask people who disrespect you. It's kind of hard to ask people to help people who disrespected them. You know, kind of like if you know about Jay-Z and Dame Dash relationship, and I asked my audience the other day. I said, man, Jay-Z is literally a billionaire, and Dame Dash is over here losing everything. I mean, bail the homie out. Y'all came up together. Y'all built the Rockefeller stuff together, the Rockaware clothing line together. You know, everything, his biggest album, etc., etc. And somebody said, when somebody goes after your character and start spreading rumors about you messing with underage girls and talking about your wife and then talking about your kids, it makes it very hard for you in a position of power to reach out and help somebody like that. And a lot of these people study 48 Laws of Power along with, and 48 Laws of Power is brutal. It's brutal, okay? A lot of these people study 48 Laws of Power. One thing you don't do is you don't help your enemy, right? You don't help your enemy. When you see your enemy down, you kind of like pray that they stay down. And if you see them sliding deeper into that down, you let them go. It's like a natural selection kind of a thing. So it's hard to ask somebody who you've said a lot of bad things about publicly to come help you now that you need help. Deborah Bratt has said a lot of bad stuff about Vybz Kartel in recent times. I don't think Kartel is going to send that money. Although he might. I don't know. He might be a person of, he's dealing with forgiveness right now. Or it might just be a person where he feel like, you know what, I don't even see you. I don't even see Wagwan over there so with you. I'm looking over here. I got too much going on kind of thing. Deanna H says, sometimes you got to be the bigger person, but keep your eyes on them. Yeah, that bigger person stuff don't really work. It's super cliche kind of thing. Wayne Core says, do you blame him for not reaching out in the present war on immigration? No. Remember, I know, Kartel and Squash. Vybz Kartel and Squash are, I won't speak on two men's relationship. I'll say this. They have mutual respect for each other. They both had a movement. They've done really good songs together. And now that Squash is in trouble, especially with the feds, I don't think Kartel would even inject himself in that situation and be like, yeah, let me get some money. Let me give him some money to help fight his. Remember, I know the last time we heard about Squash, the feds put out that he's the one who is pointed out as the leader of a transnational gang, crime organization. Me not put myself nowhere near that. You understand? I ain't putting myself nowhere near that if I was Kartel. Hey, he's an artist. We did some songs together. In my theme life, I have my life. I'm over here. I'm flying straight. You could check all my money. I could tell you where I earned my last million, right? And all the others before that too. And it might look like, damn, you can't help out your brethren, or you can't help a fellow artist, or you can't help, but you putting money over there, next thing them tie you up in that, says you're funneling your money through a criminal to finance some criminal organized, because that's what they call it, right? You're using your money to finance criminal organization in America, blah, 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 some transnational gang activity, something, and you are finance it. I wouldn't advise him to do nothing like that. I would advise him to stay away from all of it. Even to put money over here, you don't know what else Deborah Bratt is involved in. Next thing you go funnel a piece of money over there just to help him with a good lawyer. And before you know it, you hear you on front page, or you were sending money to finance XYZ, and now you in trouble and your food basket drop or mash up. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it comes down to, Nans. That's what it comes down to. You got to protect his brand at all costs. And right now, after 13 years away, he just got the go, and he's on full go mode, getting everything that he missed out for them 13 years. I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it. Dion H says, Squash, no, I wouldn't help him. Nisha says, make footer hype help him, making trouble, and you have immigration problems. No, that's the part I want to talk about. If you have immigration problems, why were you so all over the media? Like, bro was everywhere, all over social media. I have immigration problem. You don't know nothing about lay low. Nelly says, Kartel just getting back on his feet. He doesn't need to be around that. And I agree. I agree. KK says you have to keep your distance in cases like these. Yeah, not even send money, I wouldn't advise. Because some people will say, nobody has to know, just send the money. Listen. Because the way all them people here operate, you see, the way all these people operate, you won't know until they're sitting right in front of you with it. Well, didn't you send $50,000 on August 2nd of 2025 to XYZ, and you did it talk about how the Ross them know that? Come and give the money cash to John John, and me tell John John to carry go over there. So how them know say me send 50? I wouldn't take no chances. I wouldn't take no chances. So on Kartel being of help, that I would advise him to not. Right. Wayne Core says, no, they think he's still in Jamaica. Vybz Kartel better stay clear. Same reason why the people don't show up for Diddy. Can't attach yourself to things that can demolish you, says Sarita Powell. Yes. And you know the only person that showed up was Kanye West, and Kanye West said it himself. He said, I'm not attached to any corporate entities. I'm not attached to any corporate entity. People forget that Kanye West is not just an artist, a rapper. He's a designer. He is a producer that has produced some of the biggest songs across genres of music. He don't only work in rap music, so he got fat checks coming off of some of the biggest hits out there. He's independent. When you independent like that, you can puff your chest up and talk. Ain't too many people independent like that. A lot of them have a lot of money, but they're attached to corporate entities. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, bro. Big up yourself.
Manners and respect, family.
Yeah, man. Manners and respect. This is a never family, see?
Yeah, bro.
If you don't want to know the facts, you can't ask. Never don't have no immigration problem. Whatever you see happen, and that happened. So you up on the internet now and tell people not to help him, that's a fucked up thing, bro.
Okay. Me up on the internet I tell people not to help him. I think you have you see, this is my problem with my people, right? Because when we try to help them, y'all so fucked up in the head that y'all think that somebody is hurting you. Listen to what I just said. Me put out the information for the name of the GoFundMe and told my audience members, for those of you who want to help, to go there and help. We are now discussing Vybz Kartel getting involved. And this is where we're saying, if I was Kartel, because the feds them I say, and we are talking about Squash and everybody else, and how the feds have come down and put out information that he's a leader of a transatlantic gang. Okay,
Understand.
so how is it how is it fucked up for me to say that if me a cartel, I wouldn't get involved in that?
Bro,
what's fucked up about that?
What I need to do, get enough facts first before I try to look views. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Facts first before I try to look views.
What facts? Where I talk about? Come here, read straight off of the paper. So what facts you talk about?
Just like what I'm telling you now.
What
people don't even know, so they never got come out foreign with papers. Never got is not even come here and married and get papers. He left from Jamaica with papers.
Okay, so check this out. You on my platform, right? And you want to set the story straight. Set the story straight. But when you're accusing me, when you're accusing me though of doing something fucked up, what fucked up did I do?
Get to the facts first, bro.
Okay, so what facts did I what info did I put out that was inaccurate? Y'all tell me about get facts straight.
Telling people what he could be him, he could be him young, he could be him dad.
Man, your hearing is fucked up. You hear me? I said to you, bro, your hearing is fucked up. And you're hearing what you want to hear.
You're somebody that I listen to on a regular basis, bro.
Did anybody hear me?
You talking about?
Did anybody hear me say anything about him could be in no gang or anything?
You talking about, bro?
Okay.
I listen to you all the time, bro. I have no problem with you.
Okay.
Y'all get our facts first.
Brother, you have the platform now.
So guess what happened?
You have the platform now, so you set the record straight there.
Listen what I'm saying to you, bro. Everybody is somebody that a lot of people know. You guys can get to know facts very easy, bro. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people know him. A lot of people you can reach out to and get the facts before you put on the internet.
If you watch me all the time, right? Then first of all, you wouldn't fucking talk to me and talk about y'all and facts, because all I deal with is facts. By me saying, listen to me, listen to me. By me saying, right? I don't know if he's involved in anything.
So try to find out.
Okay, but even if I don't try to find out, I don't fucking know. Yo, but even if I don't try to find out, what is wrong with me saying I don't know?
Find out. You have a platform. You know him. People know him. Call and find out before you go on the internet.
Call who?
Whosoever you know.
Call who? Call who?
Try to get to somebody that know him.
Brother man, listen to me, right? Brother, listen.
You're educated. That's what people do.
You see, you dealing off emotions and ignorance, and you can actually really help your family member right now, right? But him can't do it because he's dealing off of emotions and ignorance. Call and find out. Call who? Call who? So for me to say, I don't know what that person is involved with. You know, when we talk and we say stuff like, man, I swear for nobody, because I don't know what that person is involved with. If somebody said that about me, why the fuck would I get mad? Why would I get upset by somebody saying, me don't know what's SouFLo in I know, so me not gonna really say. That's yo, y'all see what I'm saying though? You see what I'm saying though? That's why a lot of our people, man, you can't even help them. First of all, I said to this audience, the name of the chat, the name of the GoFundMe is, and I told you the name of the GoFundMe, and I said, anybody want to go over there and give $1 or $2 or whatever you can give. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yo, bro, what go on?
Drink some water and calm down a little bit.
Yeah, me I'll do that.
About a minute and a half. Drink some water and calm down. Drink some water and calm down.
The brother get me bring the
brother was just calling. You do Deborah a big disservice a while ago. Big disservice. Because I guess what? You get the platform, you get the opportunity.
Exactly.
To set the things straight.
And the only thing you can tell me about
we can't stop for a year while you're here. But the man gave the platform fear say, why you feel say and set the record straight, you talk shit. So my tolerance will let me low before you tell me one tell us you go near about some hey, you.
Boy,
brother.
Bro, that's why you know, few people
if
them.
you then go come and go set the fact straight, they should have never called in the first place.
You know what I say?
Brother, yo, John, yeah, you me SouFLo, I go back in the chat. Brother, if brother, I call back on the program and me hear you say you listen to the program from when if you tap in and go miss you.
God know. God know.
And I know we understand about who we know, but when you come and I come about something, you have to a fact to deal with boy. Or what put out there. The man not say no one not put out there.
Exactly.
See, and the man never say nobody no fear.
Me just tell the audience what the name of the GoFundMe is.
Brother,
I'll tell everybody if you can go over there and give $1, $2, $5, exactly my words. This man is fucked up, bro. You over here telling people not to help. I said if I was Vybz Kartel, I wouldn't get involved in certain situations.
Exactly, because the conversation segue into other areas.
All right, sir. You see, ignorance is a hell of a thing, you know.
Specific. We don't have time. We say help him already and gone.
Aye. We're talking about squash them now. And how the feds say him is a transatlantic gang leader sitting. Cartel shouldn't put no help over there because then we track him to it and attach him to it.
You see, you always tell me say me can't do them thing and them thing about them easy and me can't do them thing, you know, because my tolerance low. Okay, when me hear fuckery, me just
bro. I told me I try to keep it. You know what I try to keep. You know what? Yo, 5 up. Listen, me actually did that all the way. I go on with. Me actually I try give the brother the platform, you know, to say, okay, this is XYZ. What going on? If you want to help my family member, blah blah blah. Reach here, do this. Me I wait for him to do that, you know. He might talk about views and likes and get facts and call people and call who? When we say call who, the man say call anybody.
But you not say call a family member, call a management, call brother, go about your business here, man. Yeah, we're going tough for me. I'm going to get a chat.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Ja. Someone called him and told him that, and I guarantee the person that called him can't help. Listen. And this is still bigger than his dumbass that called in. Because Deborah Brat still not going to need the help. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yo, best of yourself, General.
Manners and respect.
Family.
Yes, family. What go on?
He's a military man. And you know about more code and secret code, right?
See it.
And everything we can talk about just like that.
Exactly.
We have to give the message in a code. What the man are trying to tell us is that man don't need no help. Something in something. But him no want to spell it out. You are trying to help the man, and I tell you, say, yo, leave the man alone, he deserves what he get. Probably that the man trying to do. That's what he actually did just now.
I'm sure that's not what it is. But that him just do. That's what he just did. He just actually told everybody not to help him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, best of yourself, son.
Manners and respect, bro.
All right.
Listen, man, you can't be so ignorant. Remember me telling you before, I said I ran into this problem with my Jamaican people. Like the same people that I be trying to help are the same people who don't even realize that them me I try to help, so they turn against me all the time. All the time. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, Flo, good morning.
Morning, bro. What going on?
You know, earlier I was going to call in and said I like this family because every topic you hit, if you talk about doctor, we'll have a doctor calling. If you talk about the military, somebody's going to call in. If you talk about child, your child service person, any professional, they're all over here, and it's a good place to be.
Right.
And I like you this home. But this one, the guy, you're always trying to help people. you're the person that people always say you're a criminal sympathizer, and you just say you have good heart and you know, everybody deserves a second chance.
Right.
You tell us about the GoFundMe and you instruct people to go and support.
Right.
Then you change and you just say Vybz Kartel.
Right.
Then you just say Vybz Kartel. When the guy calling, you're talking about Vybz Kartel and Squash. And you're saying you need one cartel to support.
I think he got offended. Hold on there. I think he got offended because I said, by me saying I wouldn't tell Cartel to go run in past Squash thing and try to help him because the feds already labeled Squash a transnational gang criminal organization leader, right? And I said Cartel no need to go nowhere near that. As a matter of fact, speaking of Deva, we don't know what he's into either. So if I was Cartel, me just I get back on my feet after 13 years in prison. Me not just fly straight and narrow. I'm over here. Me no want to see nothing where I'm going over there. So cause you don't know. Yeah, and is that the man get offended by? No, I don't know what you involved in.
You know, say Cartel can help Squash and send him 10,000. And then they pin on him say he's a founder of this transnational gang.
Exactly the point I'm trying to make. That's exactly what we did I try to say. And that's exactly what I said.
Boy, so we stay as Jamaica. We try to help somebody and they say, yeah man, a sympathy you have because what Democrats was saying all along is true. See my show guilt there. So as you say, you can't win to lose and you can't lose to win.
All the man concerned is about views.
Yeah, them always run to that, say you try to look views.
Yeah.
It makes you just don't want to help. Every time you try to do something good,
I wonder if him feel like say him family member so important that I had to talk about him. Because really and truly, I'm not talking about him. Really and truly. I help me. I try to help.
That's how we feel. When that's like sometimes you're so scared to help people. Remember, you try to pop barrel, and they say, I try
con people.
Yeah. And then when you become mean and feel hard, they say you're wicked and cruel.
Yeah, you don't help nobody.
You just don't want to help sometimes because it still makes you look bad. Hey, you know, one time in a relationship, and my girl said, "Hey, look for something," and she can't find, you know. And I go help her and search and go find it between the corner, the couch, and the bed. And she say, "I'm making the ID." That's what I'm making man. Sometimes you just because here you then look out to the guy, you know, and say to help him.
Right.
And, you even say they must show up, you know, compassionate because them say them no want the whole 8,000, so maybe they have half of it already.
Right.
So yeah, that shows that these people speak.
They're not trying to rob nobody, bro. They might try to get the exact amount to get him some help. No. That's why I did that. Not true?
Yeah, the man come and hey, you see when some man go to school and then got a bird foot and them now we see the after effect. All right, later.
Manners, bro.
Yeah.
So when somebody figure out school and they got a bird bush instead, you see the after effects now. Jesus Christ, man. Listen, I'm still gonna say, I'm not gonna help Deva if I not can help him here, cause I'm not gonna make because him freaked up family members, and you know what? That's a lesson right there, you know. A lesson right there. So some of the people that are around you that's closest to you, they will be the exact person to block all your help and blessings away from you. Whether them do it subconsciously or them do it intentionally, but that's a lesson right there as well. You know what I mean? Help Free Sheldon is the name of it, because when you go on GoFundMe, you have to know the name of the campaign that you're looking for. And I don't have the URL for it yet, but after this live is done, I will get the URL for it and I will pin it as the first comment under this live. All right? Help Free Sheldon. Fight his wrongful arrest is the name of the, and it has him on there with a little girl in blue glasses with one big blue glasses with one blue something on top of her head, like a bow, a blue bow on her head. All right, I'm gonna still go help him. I'm still gonna need help, regardless of what him ignorant family member call and have to say. All right. With that said, though, we're moving right along. John No Star. I can't tell you how many times I try reach out and help my people, only for them to turn it around like me and them enemy. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
My brother, what's going on?
Manners and respect, King. What go on?
Not much. I just say, you see, look out for the longest, and I'm just reiterating so to let people understand. Look how you stretch out a hand for trying to help me. You never carry on now you know wait name there. All you say is send in your fax, my brother, and wait name there.
Right. Right.
So what may I say is,
and you could have been offended. You could have been offended.
I'm still outside, brother. I'm still outside even today, day.
Still
seeing me, my brother. You see me? But I'm just saying, I'm just showing them, like him. He didn't understand that you were trying to say something to him for him to understand, but you can't say it out loud. And that is with some people when them on the dark side, just listening and not really listening properly.
Right.
Because if he had truly listened, he would have taken a pause and then just jump into it right away and make some talk and wait name there, and it would have gone global. But instead, him still stuck on the ignorant side. As me send a message to you, it's same way like how you were trying to let them know certain things where vehicles is concerned, and everybody jump on the wagon and not really listen to what you have said. And to be honest with you, I can tell anybody, I am listening to you for years. And you always stick on your facts, you always stick credible. Some things you say I don't agree with, but you still don't hear me call and carry on away. You understand me?
Right.
And that is what people don't understand. I just said something to somebody this morning a while ago. I said, you know, this summer we, as Jamaican, we say we are help somebody carry the cross, but at the end of the day, we only hold the bottom of the cross and left the rest, and left the top to burden with. I'm not seeing that we are not taking on the burden and help the person. You see what I say? So my brother, as my sister would have said to me, sip your water and mind your own business.
Right, that's all.
Love you, my brother.
Manners and respect, King. But no, man, hold on there. But you there tell me about you still outside. What is it that we could not get to get you out of that situation?
We send the information in about, I guess during that time you with your son and stuff. Remember the last time we spoke, you were on the road. And then afterwards, that's where we're waiting. But if you check your phone, I try to revamp and send certain things to you, but you just never get around it. But
okay, do you have it? Do you have it available right now?
I send the cash up and I send the waiting number to you also. I restarted another one.
The last time I saw from you was that that wasn't working out either. So do you have it available right now?
All right, as we come off the phone, never send me cash up to you.
Okay.
The thing is that, oh, no, cash up after sending right number. I don't have you in my WhatsApp.
Okay. What? Your cash up in a WhatsApp?
Yeah, I tried to send it message, but you never reply.
In WhatsApp?
No.
Listen, simplify it for me. Source the cash up and give it to me now. No.
All right, hold on.
This brother here, his voice is very significant, not significant, but his voice is very standout, unique. You can't miss him. For those of you who've been here, this is the same brother who been going through trials and tribulations, and you know, every now and then you buck up somebody who another person is doing absolutely wrong. And remember, I said I didn't want to reach out and help somebody who was actually doing some other stuff. So I asked for proof, and he did all of that and then some. We just couldn't coordinate properly how to get funds to him to help him out time situation. So what do you have for me?
Big Funk 45. BINGFUNK.
BINGFUNK
45. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know me here.
All right. Hold on there. You want to say something?
No, don't curse no bad word, man. It's Big Funk.
No. I say I want to see something.
I was watching the expression of your face.
No, I call my phone. I'm looking at the phone. I'm about to put it into the thing and see if it register as. Spell it again one more time. BING
FUNK.
BINGFUNK 45.
45.
Right?
Yeah.
And that is Cash App?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we're on to something.
I have my name.
All right. All right. So do me a favor.
Yeah.
Call me back in 5 minutes. And when you call me back, you're gonna tell me if it worked or not. All right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Manners. All right. Give me a second. Let me do something here real quick. So BINGFUNK 45. Yeah, this brother is in a bad situation. Some of us know the story. You've been here for a while. Some of you don't. And a big is not this Audrey. And a big, you know, a BING. Let's see. You see? And I just spell it in there and put it in the Cash App machine. And it says BINGFUNK 45. And it says we cannot find any matches. See that? BINGFUNK 45. We cannot find any matches. BINGFUNK 45. We cannot find any matches. That's the problem. That's what was happening before. We don't know why or what, but it's not registering in Cash App. I thought he said he was rich. Oh, who Carter Mike? Who did rich? I just said, see, let me even get it wrong. Yeah, me, I wonder if he must spell it. That's why I asked him to spell it over and over again. This a brother I've been trying to help for the longest. So when I first heard his story, right, it's one of them stories that way up. He said, Jesus Christ, what a woman wicked. But this brother sent me, I just can't expose his family, but him send me even video proof of everything. Like, me sit down and watch it. I was triggered because children were involved. You know, it's a situation where a woman moving man in your house and it's time for you to go, and then she go ball to the law and then fling you out the door and you try bounce it same way, and just one bag of something I go on with him. And he's trying to keep his head up and stay positive, you know. But she had taken out just to tell those who don't know, she actually accused him of stuff, and because she accused him of that, he wasn't even able to set up a GoFundMe, then take it back down, because she tries her best to find everywhere that he is at to block whatever he has going on there. All right, listen.
Yeah,
it don't work.
All right, write down BIG.
Make sure.
Just take out the N.
Mm-hmm.
And just put BIG. FUNK.
Stay up on the phone. Don't go nowhere. Don't go anywhere. I want to make sure it work before I pass it out to everybody else.
Okay.
Okay. And the same 45 at the end?
Yes.
BIGFUNK 4545. All right. I got you. So it's $. It's a $. BIG FUNK 45.
Yeah.
We also got the initials DT.
Okay.
Correct? Those are your initials, right? DT.
Yeah.
All right. Found you.
All right.
Boom. So now you're locked in as that. Don't go nowhere. Confirm and that. All right. Give me a second. You have your phone with you?
Yeah, I do.
You should confirm to me if it worked.
I just did.
All right. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. All right. So now we locked in. Now we can start to help from here. All right. All right, my brother. All right. Manas. All right. So what I just did just now, I just sent him $100 to and have him receive it and confirm. That way we know say it work. Because that was the problem before. I don't like when me tell people say I'm gonna help them and then I don't. And it's been a lot of run around with this brother. He's been trying, but he's a humble guy. So I'm not like, yo, me now get it, nothing now work. And you know, it won't work, and he'll just be like, you know, I was trying to reach you and I guess you were too busy, so I just didn't say nothing. You know them say humble calf suck the most milk, and not really true. You know, humble calf we dead for thirst or hunger. Sometimes you have to speak up some more and make me know say the thing may not work. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. Good morning, family.
We can't hear you. Good morning, family, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're low, but we can still hear you.
Can you clear up the name, because there's a lot of different names in the comments.
Right, and I'm about to
spend money.
I'm about to put it up right now. I'm about to put it up right now. I had to make sure it was before.
Yeah, because everybody's writing different things.
Yeah, and before the thing was he would give me a name, and I would put it into the Cash App thing, and it would say we can't find such an account, and I would tell him, and he would say, okay, I'll try to work it out, and then he, you know, and so it never worked. But now he has one.
I remember him because I had called him to say I wanted to give. So I remember him.
Right.
Yeah.
Same person.
Yeah,
same person.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right, my friend. All right. So I'm gonna put his thing up now. And like I said before, I vetted this brother myself, so I can put my reputation on the line for him myself. People not get offended when people are say, you know, we don't really know where you're in still, so we're not trying. That's nothing bad is being said. You have the platform to prove otherwise, so just do that. Anyways, it's a $ BIG FUNK 45. Okay. That's his Cash App. And when you get there his name. You know, just spread the man name all over the place. If you're going to give something, you're going to see his name. Just so you know you're on the right path, his initials are DT. There, his name, initials are DT. But you will see his whole name spelled out, right? Just know, say, D start him first name, T starts his last name. Once you see that, it's the right person. Here. And instead of my calling number, I will pin his. Replace pinned message. So he is now pinned at the top of the chat, right there. BIGFUNK45. All right. Let's get this brother some help. That brother here really needs some help. Like really needs some help. And every little counts, man. Every little counts. All right. Yeah, them say what them say, the humblest calf suck the most milk. I not true that. I not true that. So it's good to be humble sometimes, but sometimes you have to make some noise. Sometimes you have to speak up. You know, especially when the thing now work out and you're dead, you're hurt. I don't want not one of you who tune in here, if you're going through stuff and I think I can help or lend this platform to be of help to you somehow, me know why you just pass by and then next thing we hear bad things about you and is a oh my God and you know coulda, woulda and shoulda kind of thing. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I sent $1 at a test and it went through, says Lady J. Yeah, Lady J. I just sent him $100. And he's in a bad situation. So I don't want to say no we come afar and come the outer door neither. Right? And you have people who are supposed to be close to you or who were once close to you, who know enough about you to put you in a bad place and stop everything you tried to do. So it's gonna be a fight forward for him, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right. We just don't want the brother to give up or go do nothing irrational. You know, some people poke and pry and push until, you know, one or the two will end up on front page kind of thing. That way. Last story for the morning now. I don't know if y'all remember. Do y'all remember the story we did last week about the young lady who got killed by her police officer boyfriend? I think Squaddy can't take it. I labeled that one. So over the weekend, they were having a candlelit vigil for her. The police were kill the girl, and her mother said, you know, her mom said a lot. Her mom said stuff like, why God never show her, say, him and nobody for trust. And when our daughter started seeing him, the daughter said she try to keep the relationship quiet, but him come up at the yard, come introduce himself. And, you know, he found his way to her yard every single day after work. So it was like him live here. She respect him and she treat him like, say, our son or a son-in-law then. And it was on her front porch, her veranda, that him killed our daughter same way. From what we heard, they were driving in a car together. Her phone rang and our phone rang and she engaged the phone. And apparently it was some guy who him have a wind of say, you know, this brother deal with your woman on the side kind of thing, or your woman deal with that brother on the side, our side man. So they got into an argument over that. With the boy I call your phone for XYZ. Next thing, you know, gun was produced. He took her life and then looked like him try send himself out of this world as well. But reports are that he didn't shoot himself straight on. You know, him graze himself to make it look like he was that distraught. So he is in the hospital under police guard. It was a headshot for himself, but it wasn't a direct headshot. So he survived, but she died. They had a candlelit vigil over the weekend. she have family who don't play, apparently. You know, a lot of the times, I see stuff happen to people, and I said to myself, like, how the man there treat a girl that's such, you know, two mad cousin or a mad head brother? Because, you know, usually, men, you know them said, don't know who for frighten? Yeah, so usually, when you see a man do certain things with a female, because she have some notorious family members. Our father, I don't know, real mad somebody, our brother, them, I don't know, real mad somebody, or, you know, or else that would normally keep a crazy man at bay. You're crazy, but you know who to play with. I know right now this brother asks when is him gonna bring down for Theme family. So this weekend, featured development as newsmakers of the week just ended are the deaths of an ex-soldier and a woman who were both shot and killed in what may have been a reprisal at the Candlelight Vigil on Thursday night for 21-year-old assistant teacher Dejane Petergay Graham, who was reportedly shot by her boyfriend, a police constable, a little over a week ago. Them have Candlelight Vigil fair and theme people them show up at the Candlelit Vigil. Them slap with two of them at the Candlelit Vigil. It was one of them cases of I want to do around here. So Cardo Mike, yo, the incident at the vigil occurred in Essex District, the same community that was gripped on Wednesday night, June 25th, by the reported murder of Graham and her boyfriend's reported attempting to take himself out of this world during a domestic dispute between her and the cop boyfriend. The law enforcer is yet to be charged with anything, and any offenses related to the incident, and he remains, I'll know them not charge him with nothing, and he remains under police guard at the hospital. At the latest development in the rural St. Mary community spawning from the three murders, the police have implemented a 48 hours curfew in the wider Richmond area that entails districts like Essex, Flint River, Beecham Hill, Zion Hill, and a section of the town of Richmond. The curfew, which began at 6 p.m. on Friday, July 4th, is to remain in effect until 6 p.m. Sunday, July 6th. That came amid widespread reports of more reprisal killings that are planned. They are saying that the police is saying that they believe that Dejane's family members are behind the double slaying of these two individuals who are family members to the police officer who took her life. Me I said to myself, say, if my family member take him girlfriend life, me not go run our family vigil, run our candlelit vigil, even out of just common sense. Like them no want to see you. Them no want to see you. They're mourning right now. You know what I mean? Well, chatter has also been circulating throughout the grapevine that there is a hit list that is out for individuals who assisted that police boyfriend to the hospital after he reportedly inflicted these wounds on her and then inflicted a head wound on himself during the attempt to take himself out. The police have said them have a hit list. They are hearing that a hit list is out there. So the boy, the police boy now, I'm sure he's thinking, what the hell did he bring upon his family? Right? The ex-soldier, the one who's dead, is an ex-soldier, is a cousin of the policeman. And he had reportedly assisted the policeman to the hospital and was reportedly threatened that harm would come to him for taking him to the hospital. The police have not confirmed the authenticity of this existence of the hit list, or other related rumors that are being peddled in the public domain. Let's see if somebody can put me on. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning,
Big
family.
up
What
yourself,
going? Manners and respect. So what? Talk to you know.
But just to give you flowers right now. I'm on the people in the chat and everybody who are listening to know, sir. You say, come on here. You nice now. When in that or not, you ain't so nice. You know what I'm saying?
Big up.
I miss him.
Big up yourself.
But we can't tell you, bro.
Big up yourself, family.
If you can do something, you gotta be free. You gotta be free.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. Those protection, father.
Manners and respect.
I'm going to the rest. Yeah, man. Going to the rest.
Blessing.
Big up yourself.
Alright, so man, we meet somebody down in Miami the other day. I went to King Jerk. King Jerk is where DJ Khaled promote King Jerk, and we stayed over in that area. Get a nice house, you know, stay over in that area there. I know when we go to King Jerk, two brothers out there sitting in a vehicle about a spliff and thing. Grown men, they look a bit older than me, and one of them said, "Yo, youth, remember you're from 183rd Street Flea Market." He say, you did something serious enough. He say, you're good now though. You're good somebody now. I mean, I said, me, I don't recall ever being bad. But I do recall a period of survival. You know? I do recall a period of survival, but I never recall being bad. I don't know. People remember you from different times in your life. You know, big up to 6ix9ine and which part him there. He'd have a brethren named 6ix9ine, and they call him 6ix9ine because he was 6ix9ine. And then a next one named JJ. Big up to JJ out there. And they wish part him there. Some mad people used to party. Anyway, enough of that. Back to this. I do try to stand on my word though. You know, I feel like that's the only thing that a man has. If you say you're going to do something, do it. That's it. Just if you say you're going to do something, just do it. That's it. Nothing too complicated to it. I mean, like people talk behind me back and him lie. Him saying they're going to do it, you know, watch him. I know him not do it. Me not like them something there. So if me say me I'm going to do something, I normally do what I say I was going to do. Right? All right. So 2 people were killed at this vigil that they were having for this young lady, and the 2 people were relatives according to. Now the ex-soldier is a cousin of the policeman, like we said before, and he had assisted the policeman to the hospital, and they told him from word of mouth going around, they told him that they were going to kill him for assisting that policeman to get some help, and they actually killed him at the vigil. And I'm saying, why would you even go to the vigil? Your cousin killed the girl. You help your cousin go get help. Why you come back and show up at her vigil? The police have not confirmed the authenticity of the existence. British Jamaican girl, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. I Taylor says, I remember 183rd Street Flea Market. I lived there from 85 to 87. The lady family tell them not to come and they shouldn't go to the people place. I wasn't going, says Shirley Strackham. Shirley, may I try to figure out why they went? Why they went? So the police said they've heard about the hit list for this family, but they're not sure because they haven't seen one. Me would have take sleep mark death because the 2 gone there, or related rumors of peddling in the public domain. However, the Major Investigation Division has taken over the overall probe into this incident, and the MID, led by Superintendent Richard Hilton, is currently working to determine an official motive for the double murder on Thursday night. The victim of the double murder, 28-year-old Shaquille Harris, otherwise known as Nick, or Big Red, or Shaq, He is an ex-soldier of Golden Grove, St. Catherine, and the 22-year-old female that was with him is in her final year of university. Tiffany Dawes, popularly known as Nikki, or Dunkeld, of a place called Dunkeld. She in her final year of UE. Located in St. Catherine and St. Mary border, and they were initially identified by the Jamaica Constabulary Force as relatives of the police who took the life of Dejeuner. So while Harris is reportedly a cousin of the policeman, Dawes' mother, Althea Dawkins, told reporters that there is no direct family relation between Harris and her daughter, though. The policeman is related to him. The daughter isn't related directly. Dawkins also said that Dawes was not the former soldier's girlfriend, just a girl that went there with him. Me not related to no ex-soldier, not him. Girlfriend. I'm girlfriend cousin or my daughter. I'm baby mother cousin, she said, adding that her daughter does not reside in the community either. She said that Dawes was visiting for her sister's graduation on Wednesday. Me don't know how me I go manage now. We just don't know how me I go manage. The mother wailed and screamed with her hands placed over her head. She explained that Dawes, the one that is finishing up her last year of UE, and one of her sisters went to the Candlelight Vigil. She didn't even go with the policeman. She just went to the Candlelight Vigil. And when they were there, they heard shots being fired sometime later after arriving there. When the sister attempted to hold Dawes' hand and run, she saw Dawes on the ground, dead. She just dropped down dead. My daughter no do nobody nothing, she said. Don't know why this happened to her. Police reports are that Harris and Dawes were among patrons at the vigil in the community when loud explosions were heard about 10:30 p.m. on Thursday, resulting in persons fleeing the scene. When the shooting subsided, Harris and Dawes were seen suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds, and they were later pronounced dead at the hospital. Her sister said she died on the spot. But of course, you can't pronounce somebody dead on the spot. They have to be pronounced by a medical professional, a doctor. Some sources said that Harris had been warned by his close associates, do not attend that vigil, given that he reportedly transported the police officer who is the killer to the hospital, as well as reported family ties to the suspect. His close family ties to the suspect and the fact that he helped him after he killed the girl do not go to that vigil. Harris, according to media reports, was dishonorably discharged from the Jamaica Defense Force. Dishonorably discharged means that you do something that they could not give you an honorable discharge about, them kick you out. The police are inviting anyone who have any information overall to come forward and assist. Meanwhile, one of the Graham resident relatives who attended the Candlelight Vigil was found unresponsive at his home in the community on Friday morning. He was later pronounced dead at the hospital as well, but foul play is not suspected relative to his death. Me no know. Persons have flocked. That one next family member of them, are three, The girl who the mom says is not related to them, the police officer is related to them, and a next family member of theirs who lived close by also found dead at their house. Persons have flocked to social media to comment on the overall developments that have engulfed this usually quiet parish in St. Mary for well over a week now. Obviously, there are going to be reprisals on the other side of this if the tension is not aggressively put down, one man said. Hopefully, the St. Mary Police Divisional Headquarters and Area 2 Command can intervene and stop this. Crime is trending down. Let's not mash that up. One woman said, Boy, this sad enough because the deceased people, them not have nothing to do with this. And the fact that they went to the vigil, that must be that they weren't in support of their family members' actions. That's why they show up, because they didn't support what the police did. But in Jamaica, we have a thing when name, if you can't catch Quacker, you catch him shot, right? And since them have the police lock up on that guard at a hospital somewhere, he's heavily guarded. They're just gonna keep taking out his family members until them get to him. That is what I'm guessing. Ask a male Facebooker. One person says, "Why kill the cop's cousin though?" Shaking my head. He had nothing to do with it. They killing him is not going to bring back their relative. But here what? When you grieve like that, you're bitter. You're bitter. And it may not bring her back, but it can surely make your family feel what my family is feeling. You know? One woman says, "Shock, why? Why you didn't listen to us, Shaka, and just never go? This hurt you, and look how you give away your life just like that." So they tried to tell him to not go, but he went anyways. Now they're saying, "Why did you go? Why did you not just listen to us and not go?" This is so sad. My condolences goes out to all these families. And I can bet that the policeman family, they went in support, not knowing that they would be attacked in such a way. One female said, "Man, I hope them find out who did it, because this case, me know them never send them dirty relative to go kill the girl. So two wrongs don't make a right in this case." In adding his voice to the conversation, one man said, "St. Mary in the news too much this year, man. What happened to the peaceful parish where we used to know? R.I.P. to Big Red and to the girl as well." Big Red is the nickname for the police officer. A woman appealed to law enforcers, or an ex-police is an ex. Woman appealed to law enforcers to ensure that the killer is found and brought to justice, please. The people went there to offer their support. And look what happened to them. 2 lives lost for 1. I do hope that the killers will be caught. Last person says, "I'm sorry that all these rumors didn't reach the police. And the 9-night or whatever them keep was called off. R.I.P. Nikki. You never deserved this, my friend. Trust me. 2 wrongs don't make a right, Jamaica. 2 wrongs do not make a right." People are killed about her. So back to what I was saying earlier. Some people, when you see them a play with like some girl and stuff, like a boy will drape up him woman and box her up and, you know, drag her in a public in front of everybody, me always look on that and say, she must not have no brother, or she not have no madhead cousin, or she not have, because that's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. Like, which part me come from, you see? You can't touch nobody there, and it's just that person you touch, kind of thing. And I think for that reason, because it's still run the same up to today, so for that, and everybody there is kind of connected too, so for that reason, nothing much don't go on where I come from. You know, I tell people all the time, I say, like, my little paradise of Jamaica is still there. When I go there, it's like me back in time again. Move at the same pace still. It's still the same. Hail up everybody. Morning, Mr. Joe. Morning, Master John. All right, sir. Yes, manners and respect. And, you know, and them kind of something the same way. Good morning, good evening, and these things. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. Kind of thing, same way. Yeah, and you can't just put your hand on people or do anything to anybody around a them place there. So, seeing this happen, I'm sorry to them go. But that's someplace I wouldn't have went. You know, even if me know some family member wrong and whatever, I'm still not going there. The girl did young and beautiful and promising. You know, she was an assistant teacher. She was very promising while she was finishing up her education. And you just execute her like that. And then the police boy there, him bring this upon him family. So for the people who are saying two wrongs don't make a right, I know you might want to hear me say the politically correct thing to say, but me I gotta tell you the cultural thing. It's not necessarily politically correct. The cultural thing is that's how we operate in Jamaica. Everybody knows the reprisal in Jamaica is what drives the murder rate. Reprisal. You kill my brother, them now charge you because you are police. Okay. You catch your sister, catch your mother, catch your father. You hide, catch your next brother. Right. Until me catch you. Or we do 1 for 1, or 2 for 1, or till me satisfy. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. It's not the right thing to do. But what do you tell a family when no justice is being served and their very valid, valuable family member gone just like that? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. I'm the same lady. I'll send you back something one day. Anyway.
But are you this?
No. I never say that.
Okay.
Not me.
It's not you?
Not me.
Okay.
I would never do that. I send you emails, so
okay.
The email you'll see.
Okay.
So anyway, why is this policeman on the police guard and not locked up?
Exactly.
What the hell is happening?
And it's been over a week and a half and he hasn't been charged either.
Yeah, them need to charge him. Don't look for nobody else to lock up them people who kill who until them put some arrest on him.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that's why the family are act up, because them have him resting on a hospital bed and guarding him. Their family member gone, you know. Them are grieving, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so put some justice to it, man. Charge him something. Yeah.
The same knife stick sheep for stick goat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, you take care.
All right, my friend. You too.
Thank you. Yeah.
From what I am hearing, they said that him take the gun, put it side of him head, fire off, like graze him head side. So he didn't get. It's not like him pointed upon himself and actually straight on shoot himself. So it's as if he planned to inflict a superficial wound, but make it look like him did not try to do something to himself, kind of thing. Had no intentions of doing anything to himself, just looking for a way out. You know, him wasn't in him right mind. See them even try to take out him own self, kind of thing. It's not working. It's not working. He needs to be charged, actually. But they're being tight-lipped about his condition. But him not upon no life support or nothing like that. You know? Yeah. The boy couldn't take the bun. I will close this morning video by saying this, because I could hear my kids. They're up there on summer vacation now. We got bed late last night and then wake up late this morning. I'm going to go tend to the children. Their mom's not here. She's in the hospital today. You know, she do our nursing thing. Don't get worried. It's not in the hospital as in ill or anything. So I gotta go take care of the kids. I'll close this video out by saying this though. Again, one more time. For the man them. Oh, no, I have to say this before I leave. The video that I did about the young lady who used to work for the Gleaner who got killed in New York by her man. Her family member is having a problem with me and the way I did that video. I don't know why, because I didn't say anything bad about her. All the information that I used pertaining to their situation comes from the arrest affidavit. You know, when you get arrested, the police are going to ask question, answer, just like when CMR did, daughter did say him do XYZ. That's where we got all the information from. That's where I get it from. Why is it when I never go after? I always cite my sources. Why don't you ever go after the news media houses that put these out? Why you come after me? There was nothing. I tried to use that video to show people, say action bring reaction. And no matter how we sit and call him names, weak, jellyback boy, kill off the people, them girlfriend, dirty, nasty man, thinking this, no matter how you do that, guess who's dead? She. Guess who ain't coming back? She. Right. So, me try to use them kind of situation there to show people certain things. Like, listen, you see, if you're in a relationship and you say respect gone out the window and love and care gone out the window, and you just deal with each other like two animals, hurry up and leave, please, because it's going to get worse. Okay, just hurry up and leave. Nobody stay in a relationship where it's like that. Mr. One brother tell me about, instead of you pretending to be some relationship expert, why don't you just say the story how it is? I'm not a news media person. I do commentary, and commentary often comes with my opinion, right? What's wrong with me telling you, say, run away from any relationship you're in that look them kind of way they want to start play a bun for bun game, or you feel like, according to the report, the police put out the report, said he was the one that always pick up his wife. It's not his wife, his woman, but let's call her his wife, from work, right? And she worked night shift. And they started arguing, and they were arguing extensively, and them stopped talking to each other, but them living at the same house. So she stopped calling him when she get off of work and start have her brother drop her home late night or early morning hours. He saw that because that's what he told the police. Him see it. And he got suspicious that she was cheating. Him set up surveillance in the house and under the bed and catch audio, I guess, or video of her bringing the next man into their house and on their bed. And I said, actions bring reaction. If you don't want somebody no more, don't stay there and play these kind of games. Yeah, I'm going to do this to make him jealous. Watch me now. I'm going to call him and tell him so I get off of work. John, come drop me home. Drop me home and make him feel jealous. Not play them kind of game there. I didn't say she was wrong for anything. All we can do is learn, from what has already transpired. See? So I'm not saying anything bad about your family member. The person said, you will hear from me from the something another foundation, and we'll set the story straight. And you do just that. You do just that. But just know some my information comes from the arrest affidavit. Anytime you're arrested and it's a murder or anything like that, they normally have an affidavit. Actually, anytime you're arrested, there's an affidavit. They have to tell why them arrest you. And there's a question and answer session that is also put into words and released as well. Based on the questions they asked them, those were the answers that came out that I used in that video as well. All right. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. For the man them, I don't know if you're telling you, because the man them who are going to do these things to a woman, they're not listening to me. For the women, don't know if to tell you neither. I'm speaking of this particular situation where the police officer killed him girl because our phone ring and man did in the phone. Don't love anybody so much that you lose yourself. I always say this, right? I'm going to leave you with this one. Love, but love and reserve enough to be able to walk away with yourself. Okay? Don't love anybody so much that you lose yourself. Like you're willing to dash for everything and lose your life and your freedom. That's probably not love. That's probably like obsession or control and ownership, and that's not love. Love hurt like hell when you get hurt by who you love. But you have to learn to walk away, man. Walk away. It gets greater later. All right? With that said, we're going to leave this one right there. So, manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Have a wonderful day. Like my granny, Miss Ruby, said, be good. If you can't be good, just be careful. But it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, put God in all things. Mas Cleavy said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. All right, so if God spare my life, I'll be right here tomorrow. Tune in, Morning Thoughts, around the same time, and I'll see you then. I'm out. Peace.